Well, join us as we delve into our season finale, Chapter 8, Oil and Beach Water. With the town reeling from yet another blackout, as the football game between Jenkins Eagles and the Columbus Mongooses came to an end, Eli and Chloe, you dragged the beaten body of Mr. Jenkins towards the nurse's office to patch him up, bumping into Darla and Jackie in the meantime, freshly come from having spied on a meeting between Robert Logan and the mayor, Gina Hirsch, and stealing an important-looking briefcase from Logan's car. Cornering John, Robert's son, in the hallway, what started as faux flirting, Chloe very quickly turned into you revealing that his father had kidnapped Jane, your sister, and that the group knew he had been the one to call the cops on Jackie's father the night of the house party in the woods. Apologizing to you all for his role in recent events, John agreed to help in whatever way he could. And in this case, that was to be your hostage in an exchange. Heading to the warehouses near the docks to rescue Jane from the clutches of Logan and his men, Darla, you stopped to read the files inside the briefcase you had stolen, and you found out what the black box was for. Though stolen from the loop, while its origin is unknown even to Logan, it is capable of emitting a powerful EMP, and in the process, overwriting robots in a nearby radius and reprogramming them. And your new friend, Bug, was the initial test model, designed to carry the black box behind enemy lines. And as you leafed through to the end of the files, you saw that there, at the back, were designs for more models. Much, much larger models. Arriving at the location with John acting as your hostage, Jane, you managed to slip your hand free of one of the cuffs, and grabbing Robert Logan's ankle pistol, you shot your captor in the foot, and in the ensuing chaos, Darla pulled a gun taken from her father's safe, shooting Matson's pistol from his hand, and Eli knocked Logan out cold against the van. And Jackie, disturbed by the situation you and your friends found yourself in, you were lost, unsure as to what your next move was, but caring only for your father's safety, slowly growing iller in jail. And you were approached by John, who assured you that he would do his best to make things right. And true to his word, he called the Eden Falls Sheriff Department. And as the cop cars came, you handed over all the evidence you had, including the tape recording you had made of John and Logan's conversation, incriminating him in his various crimes, and bid one another good night. Darla, you collected Artie and Linda the dog at the hospital, where they had been keeping an eye on a recovering Mr. Jenkins. Jackie, you headed back home, and you told your mum everything that had transpired, as she made plans to collect your father the following morning. And as Eli and Jane headed to Eden Falls Pier, Chloe, left feeling somewhat bereft and adrift, you called for the one familiar thing in your life, your friend Lana, who took you back to her house to watch Grease while she fell asleep beside you. But Jane, as you and Eli went about the amusement park atop the pier and reached the highest point of the Ferris wheel, you saw something in the distance. A faint light emanating from the middle of Robert Logan's disused oil rigs out to sea. A boat headed towards the middle oil rig from the coastline. And Jackie, as you rested on the sofa, your mum asleep next to you, you saw Bug jumping onto the windowsill and looking out to the oil rigs in the distance, simply mutter the words, "Oh no." And with that, a new day arrives. The weekend. No school, no obligations. Just the promise of a party down by the pier tonight to celebrate the football team's big win. But over the radio and over televisions, there is only one voice that people are paying attention to. As Jackie Dorado speaks. Surprising sights down at Eden Falls Sheriff's Department tonight as Robert Logan was seen being brought in late last night, wearing handcuffs along with his head of security, Stuart Matson. While details surrounding his arrest remain hazy, we are hearing unconfirmed reports that the ex-oil magnate is responsible for the recent blackouts sweeping Eden Falls, along with rumors of industrial espionage involving loop technology and links to the mayor's office. And Jackie, as you stand, a crowd surrounds you, standing between you and Eden Falls Sheriff Department, all being held at bay at the glass doors of the building by only a couple of officers. They're shouting out and screaming, "What does this mean for Logan Industries?" And you can hear people shouting out and screaming, "What of Eric Elliot?" And you can see off in the corner, there is, almost hidden behind a sea of bodies, an EFN van, where reporter Jackie Dorado speaks to the camera, accompanied as ever by her cameraman and her boom mic operator. The noise is overwhelming, and you feel on your shoulder a squeeze as your mum stands next to you. How are you feeling?
Do you want the real answer?
Always.
Okay, good, because it was also the fake answer. I'm feeling okay.
Okay, well, in that case, and she reaches down and just squeezes your arm. Man, looking after me for a little bit?
Absolutely, Mama.
Okay. Let's go. And she immediately starts to walk into the crowd. And you can see on the other side, Sheriff Mitchell is passing through the sea of bodies towards you and your mum, trying to create a clear path and going, "For God's sake, I have a mother and a daughter. Come. Hey, Miss Elliot, come on. And Jackie and your mum, you move through the crowd until you find yourself at the glass doors. As police open them, and the crowd around you are trying to ask you questions, Jackie. Mrs. Elliot, Jackie, are you the? Hey, is your father the one responsible? What do you have to say about the mayor's involvement? What about Robert Logan? And people are shouting around, reporters, members of the public, and off in the distance. Can you make a comprehend check for me, Jackie, please?
3 successes!
You almost immediately pinpoint a very familiar voice. As you see stood in front of the camera and next to Jackie Dorado, clad in an emerald pantsuit, the mayor, Gina Hirsch. Obviously, these allegations are very serious, and we will be looking not only into the Logan family, but into our own office. It goes without saying that our purchase of the Logan oil rigs was made in good faith, and the idea that someone within Town Hall would be colluding with Robert Logan is a betrayal of trust, not just to me personally, but also to you, my electorate. I will, of course, be cooperating fully with Eden Falls Sheriff Department and ARPA as they conduct their investigations into my own office, as well as the oil rigs tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. And with that, she begins to walk off towards a car that you can see is parked off to one side. As the doors in front of you open, and you are swept inside. And as the sound of the crowds begins to diminish outside, Sheriff Mitchell turns to both of you and, all right, Mrs. Elliot, I just need a signature from yourself, but Jackie, are you okay to just wait here for me?
Do I have to?
Well, it is up to you and your mum. And your mum just turns to you and, what do you want to do, sweetie?
Well, you asked me to have your back. And I feel like I can't really have your back if I'm in the lobby.
Do you mind, Sheriff? No, of course not. Come on. And with that, she takes you over to the front desk, where she begins to present your mother with a variety of paperwork and just pointing at various parts. And here, thank you. And here.
And as this is
And
happening, Jackie's gonna have like her head on the counter. She's gonna be like, "Still waiting for an apology from you, by the way."
Sheriff Mitchell just lowers her head a little bit and smiles and looks at you. You're right. I am very sorry, Jackie Elliot. Truly.
Okay, and now apologize to my mom, and then when you bring my dad out, make sure to apologize to him too, because he's the one that had to sit here. I think you owe me that, Sheriff.
Mrs. Elliot, and your mum just puts up a finger and I just want my husband, please. Sheriff. And she goes back to scrawling her signature. And you can see the sheriff just turn to her deputy and, all right, start bringing him out. And as the deputy moves off, moving towards the back of the building and through a door that leads to an adjacent corridor you have been down before, Jackie, you see an open door where there are 2 cells inside. In one, you see, still cradling a very bloody and bandaged hand, Matson, just sat there. But in the adjacent cell, you see Robert Logan, trying not to put too much pressure on his foot as he just sits there. And he looks at you through the gap in the door and through the bars. Just nods. And then looks down at the floor again. And as you hear the sound of doors being opened, Darla, you are woken by a knock from your front door. Now, Darla, where would you have gone to sleep last night?
I mean, she probably, after all of that, would have gone to sleep at her house, considering she probably really wanted to shower properly and get just clean. But it would have been a late night of hanging out with Artie, probably in the treehouse, taking care of Linda. She may have also asked Artie to take Linda home with him so that she didn't have to leave Linda outside alone. But yeah, with this knock though, she's face down in her pillow and probably brings her pillow up to her ears, and the blanket is fully kicked off the bed, maybe a little bit of the edge of it hanging on, barely, as she just mumbles, "Go away."
There is a pause for a couple of minutes, and then
she would probably push her pillow down and like push herself up and actually just crawl over to her window that is facing her front yard to peer out and see who's at the front door.
as you come to the window, you actually see something obstructing your view. Very, very small, just in the center of the window. It looks like a post-it note. And as you look up at it, you can see that it is pressed on the outside, and it simply says, "Went to go check on Jane. See you at the pier later. Artie."
He knows me too well. All right, then I suppose she can't see at the front door.
Well, make an investigate check for me. You need 1 success. You don't see
keep it.
anything.
All right.
Okay.
Being able to not see who's at the front door. Do they knock again? Is it
They haven't yet.
persistent?
They haven't yet.
All right. All things considering, she would not want them to wake her dad if he is not already awake. So she would hurry up and just put on more decent clothes out of her pajamas and scuttle on over to the front door to unlock all of the like little chain locks and stuff that she has, the deadbolt, and then of course the doorknob lock, and then creaking it open and just peeking.
The first thing you see are 4 letters. A-R-P-A. ARPA. And they are emblazoned on an army green truck just at the end of your drive. But stood in front of this and right next to the door, you see a tall, muscled individual, a small belly protruding over his belt line, and this tanned and stern-looking individual before you is dressed in a short-sleeve army uniform, his clean-shaven jaw jutting out in a sort of near-perfect square. He kind of looks like one of the Easter Island heads made flesh. And as the door opens, he looks down at you and... My lord. Is that Darla?
Hi. Do I recognize them?
Contact check for me. You need 3 successes.
Oh, come off it. Oh my
Something...
God. No, I can't reach it. Oh, crap.
You
I got
can-
2 at least.
You can vaguely recognize this individual. There is definitely something familiar, and it has to be said the army uniform definitely sparks something. But he looks at you and... My lord, last time I saw you, you were yay high. How you doing, girl?
Still peeking through the door, slightly opening it a bit more now. Do I know you?
Remember? My name is Miles, Captain Miles Decker. We used to serve together, your dad and I, before. Well, you know.
Oh, and looking back toward the room, is it quiet?
It is quiet, but it is messy. Your dad is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, she, hearing him mention that, she would, like, open the door just enough for her to get through and then close the door lightly behind her.
Is your dad in?
Probably. Why do you need him?
No, I just thought it had been a while. I thought I'd stop by. How's he doing?
Well, she's looking at the ARPA vehicle. It's a weird vehicle just to take to go and stop by.
Well, it's the only one we have on the base.
Okay.
And how are you holding up?
I'm fine. Sorry, can I help you with something?
And he takes off his cap and just sort of wipes his brow a little bit, and you can see that his head is as clean-shaven as his jaw, and I know things have been tough since, well, 5 years is a long time to go without support, and I just wanted to come by to talk to your dad, see if he needed anything at all. Not heard much from him in the last...
Would you like me to get him?
Do you think that would be a good idea?
No. But if you would like to talk to him, I can get him. I can't promise anything.
It'd be good to see him.
All right. Is he alone?
Appears to be, yeah.
Okay. She would open the door, just fully open it. Feel free to come on inside. You already know what to expect.
He walks in, and as his feet kick various cans and bottles that are lying around, you can see that for whatever he was expecting, this is much worse. And he looks around and kind of a messy pup, ain't he?
Home sweet home. Wait here. And Darla's going to walk toward the back of the house. Is her dad there?
Opening the door, you see that he is unconscious on the bed.
All right. Looking back at Miles and then just taking a deep breath and walking over to her dad. She's going to, from behind the couch, like lean over and tap his shoulder a few times to disturb him. Dad. Wake up. And she's gonna push a little bit harder.
And his bleary eyes kind of look up in your direction. And while most of what he says is a mumble, there is a single word that pierces through. Happy.
Dad, somebody's here to see you.
Oh. Tell him I'll make payment by next Monday.
She kind of leans back from the family room area or the den up at Miles and, well, do you want to come try?
If he needs to rest, then,
He's always resting.
Look, I don't mean to stick my nose in where it ain't wanted, but... Look, I just came by to tell him if he needs anything, including a purpose. He should know he has friends.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's not something I can tell him.
Well, we got a good operation on the outskirts of town. Easy living, new home, new job wouldn't be an issue, and I know he has experience. Lord knows I can vouch for him.
Yeah.
No, life out by the loop ain't so bad.
I'll be sure to let him know. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I was in the area. Thought I'd stop by and say hi to an old friend.
Sorry for wasting your time.
Hey, never waste when I get to see how much you've grown. Look at you. All right. Well, have a good day. It's good that at least one of you is doing okay.
Yeah, of course. Let me lead you out. And she's just gonna kind of brush past, not look up at him. You could visibly see that she's bothered by this occurrence and just opens the door up to him. Have a good rest of your day, too. Thanks for stopping by.
No worries. Stay safe. With that,
Always do.
he moves off towards the truck and, starting it, drives off.
She would just watch him go off before shutting the door behind her and waltzing back to her room just to get ready for the day.
And as the door closes, Jane, you too wake to the sound of knocking on your shed door as corrugated iron bangs. It is not overly early in the morning, but any knocking on your door, in fact, any noise on this shed at all, is, without your headphones, a lot. But there is clearly someone outside.
What?
Oh, sorry, I don't know if it's a bad time. It's Artie?
What do you mean? What time is it? What's going on?
It's about 11.
Ugh.
Well, can I?
He's here? What are you saying?
No, I'm me. I'm me. I'm here.
Okay,
Artie,
what?
I just it's it's kind of weird talking to you through a door, but I
You
can
can
make it
come
work.
in. I said what, which means open the door and come in.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay.
naked or anything weird.
Oh, okay. I didn't
sleep with
think-
clothes
okay.
on, okay?
Oh, cool. Yeah, me too. And the door just opens as he comes in and, hey, hi. This is nice. This is cool.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you've been gone a couple of days. I just thought I'd check in, see how you've been, considering,
Considering what? I was freaking kidnapped?
yeah, I don't know if maybe we should say that so loud, because I don't think your mom knows.
She'll think I'm just, LARPing. I scream a lot of things in my room, so she probably wouldn't even actually come in here if there was a fire going on or anything, like, because I'm always pretending that something's happening in here, like a tornado or hurricane or whatever. Anyways, why are you here? You're just checking on me in, like, a friend way? Like, you just want to see if I'm alive, or what?
Yeah, I mean, we were all kind of worried about you. Just wanted to make sure. Can I sit? Is that okay? Is there anywhere that's good for sitting?
I mean, that spot over there has the least amount of lint and dust, so...
Okay, cool.
No, I'm okay. I mean, I got kidnapped and I survived, so high school and middle school and whatever else is left with my life, I'm pretty fine with.
Yeah, well, Darla told me, kind of everything that happened, and it sounded like it got intense. But you're okay. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty over it now.
Oh, wow, okay. Everyone was worried, really worried about you, actually. So, I hadn't seen you yet, so, and I wanted to give you something as well. And he reaches into his bag and brings out it's a small, fairly flat tin that he hands to you. And they're half used, but I thought they'd probably be better off with you. They were just kicking around the house. And it was kind of an excuse to see you and see if you were okay.
Wait, what are they?
Watercolor. They're watercolor paints. I don't know
watercolor.
Yeah,
I've never tried that before. What if I'm not good at it?
Well, I mean, your stuff is amazing. So, I thought you can try it, and if you don't like it, no big loss than not being used anyway.
Well, thank you. That's nice of you. Thanks. Yeah,
That's
I'm
okay.
okay. You don't have to give me these if you don't want to, though. Or were you giving them to me because you're going to throw them away anyways?
Well, I was giving them to you because I'm not using them, and, I really like giving you stuff that's...
Okay, I'll take them. They're mine now, and you can't take them back.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the present.
That's okay.
And for checking on me and stuff. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, I mean, like I say, we were all... I mean, Jane, we were worried. You were gone,
Yeah, this takes us to a 2 out of 5. Maybe even a 3, because these are pretty nice.
Okay, I mean, 2.5 if you don't want to rush things. I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that, yeah. Let's say it.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, decimals? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What do you... I was also coming by. Is Chloe around? I knocked on the door and your mom said you were out here, but... do you know where Chloe is?
I mean, I've just been in my room doodling around and whatnot, so I don't know where Chloe is.
Okay. I just... Yeah, she helped me quite a bit yesterday, so I just wanted to thank her, I guess.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure where she is, but yeah, she did help a lot, so that is nice. You probably went to her before me. And maybe your present for her is even better. What'd you get for her?
Just thank you. Is all.
Oh. So
yeah.
I got a present, but she didn't.
Yeah, but don't
That's
tell her,
kind of...
obviously.
Okay. I won't say anything about the watercolors.
So, what are you doing for the rest of the weekend? You doing anything? Getting up to any...
Nothing.
Whoa.
No plans. Nothing going on. Because I don't have a life. Because I'm a kid. So...
Well, if you'd like to, Darla and I are probably gonna swing by the pier later. There's a big football celebration thing. I'm not really interested in that so much, but I was thinking maybe the others might be there. Might be fun.
Okay. That could be fun.
Yeah? I mean,
Yeah.
we could, if you don't want to do much with the large group of people, I'm not great around big groups either. We could, walk around the pier or, do the amusement park or,
Yeah, that sounds good with me.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'd rather not be home. Being home is kind of boring, so sure. Just
Okay.
let me know where to be and I'll be there unless you want to leave together or what you want to do.
I mean, happy to come and meet you, or how about if you want to, we can meet outside Jenkins High and we can walk from there, maybe around 6 o'clock. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's really good to see you, Jane. Really.
Yeah, you too. I don't really think about you ever, so it was nice that you thought about me, and it makes me think I should think about you more. So thanks.
Okay, it can be an out of sight, out of mind kind of friendship. That's okay. We see each other at school. It's okay.
Yeah, we do, I guess. But now I'll think about you more, because I have watercolors that you gave me, so when I use them, I'll remember you exist. So that is nice. Yeah, I
Well-
guess we are kind of friends.
Well, I thoroughly look forward to being immortalized in art. That sounds very exciting.
Yeah, just tell Chloe the plan or whatever, and we could all meet there.
Okay, well, I'll go see if I can find her, and yeah. But see you later. We're looking forward to it.
Cool. You can get out now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll.
And as he backs up, I just shut the door.
And as you shut the door, Chloe, across town, as morning has risen and the door to Lana's ensuite closes, she comes back into the room with her head up in a towel. And so I need to go out and do my hair before tonight's party. Where do you want to meet? You bringing another party expert like last time, by the way?
Oh, no, I'm not bringing like a party expert this time, just me. But
cool,
I was
cool.
thinking, so I was just thinking I was just gonna wear this, just like casual.
Yeah, no, that's so cute, and Brad will love that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
And she goes over and she opens her expansive wardrobe and starts to go through things. And I was thinking this was a bit beachy, but at the same time, I don't want to be like, too much shoulder. So I was thinking maybe, and she's bringing out a number of sort of jerseys and jackets, and she sort of puts them all on the bed in front of you and sort of goes, so I'm thinking either pink or a little bit of daring red, or
I mean,
yellow.
I like the yellow like beachy one, but then with that like fuchsia jean jacket over the top, so it's not like too much. Do you know what I mean? But then you can also like, I think that would be cute.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe with the jacket. And she just takes the yellow dress and moves over to one side. And so, we haven't really spoken much this week. So, how are you? Or, like, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Excited to get back to school and parties and stuff. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking, though. How are you?
Well, can I be real with you?
Yeah, always.
Like, I really like John. I really like John.
Oh, cool. And
Yeah, and before the house party, I wasn't sure maybe you did, which is why I dropped a couple of subtle bread crumbs that he might like you, because I wanted to kind of gauge your reaction, and so yeah.
great.
But it was all cool. Like, do you forgive
fine,
me?
it's really cool.
Yeah?
I mean, I don't even know like what you need to be sorry for, so I don't like forgive you, obviously. And I think like, I mean, if like I forgive you, but like I don't, because like there's something to be sorry for. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god, I knew you'd be so understanding. Thank you. And she just reaches forward and hugs you, and obviously you don't, right?
No, I don't really. No, I don't like John.
Yeah, because
Not
you
really
like
like a.
Bradley. You like Bradley.
Yeah, I think Bradley's like a good fit. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
like, absolutely. I can see you too. And, oh, it's so nice to talk again. You've been so distant this whole week, and it's so nice to talk with someone I can trust again.
Yeah, of course. If you want any like wing womaning or anything at the party, let me know.
Oh my
Full
God, that would be so
transparency,
Mhm.
though, I did like. Okay, just because like I realized this might come up, and I don't want it to be like awkward. Okay, do you remember when we used to like test boys like last year when we'd be like, oh, like Chloe has a crush on you, and then we would see like how they would react, and then like.
Oh my God, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So I totally shouldn't have done this without asking you. I like tested John by like asking him out on a date to see what he would say. And he was like pretty about it. Do you know what I mean? But like we didn't actually go on a date or anything. So I just don't want it to be awkward and for him to like maybe mention that and for you to think that I went behind your back or anything because I was just trying to like suss out, but he seemed very like not with it. So I think you're all good.
Can you make a charm check for me, please? You need
Why?
2
I'm
successes.
telling nothing but the truth. What are you saying? Nothing but the truth. Charm is 3. Okay. Oh my. Oh wait, am I still scared?
No,
I'm
no,
still
no, you're not scared.
No.
You're not scared. No, no, no. You can get rid of
Okay,
any effects you have.
Okay, wait. Should I re-roll then? Because I rolled and I got a -1 because
I
scared.
will.
I don't know how
Yeah,
it
I'll
works.
let you re-roll. Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
That's
I almost
okay.
said thank you, Dad. Anyway. Oh wait, I think I wait, hold on. Now hold on. I think
I'm
I have.
holding.
You were holding. Okay, I have 2 blesses, so I can turn one of those 4s into a 6 so that I have 2 successes.
She just looks at you and, oh my God, yeah, no, oh, obviously, I mean, with the football game and everything, his brain has been, so, you know, oh God, no, of course I wouldn't hold it against you. Oh, Bestie, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. You're so welcome.
And, you know, I love Missy. Obviously, I love Missy, but I just can't talk to her the way that I can with you. So thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
you're amazing.
Does Missy like John or anything? Or like...
Oh,
Brad?
I don't even know what goes through that girl's head. She's just one ear out the other. Not like you. You're
nothing.
smart, you know. No, yeah, no, absolutely. But I heard, by the way, I heard someone saying they'd seen that Jane freak following you around. You okay, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally cool. What do you mean like following me around? Like who saw that?
Oh, just like people have been saying that she's sort of been, they've seen you and Eli around quite a bit, and she'd kind of been like tagging along, and I think kind of like a bunch of, you know, the other kids have been like following the two of you. I don't know. People have just seen, you know, people talk, you know. So I just want to make sure you were okay.
And then me and Eli are friends, so that's.
Oh, Eli's the sweetest. Yeah, Eli's lovely. Yeah. Okay.
Eli's really
good.
sweet.
You know, I'm just, you know, I'm looking out for you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't need to. I can handle myself. Like I can like tell who's a freak and who's not. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm all good.
Oh my God, absolutely. Oh, and as she sits down on the bed and starts to now more seriously consider the clothing options that you gave her, she looks at you and goes, okay, well, I'm gonna get ready to go into town, but I'll see you later. Where do you want to meet?
Let's just like meet at the bonfire, I guess. Like I'll just like see you there, just in case,
amazing.
like, you know, yeah.
Okay, well, I love you. Mwah, mwah. And, oh my God, you're going to look so gorgeous.
Thank you. And Chloe, listen to what she's wearing. It's just like the most plain, like, jean jacket and like shirt combo ever. Next to Lana's like bright ass clothing.
And as Lana all but pushes you out of the door and closes the door behind you, Eli, in your house, you hear noise from downstairs in the kitchen. And you smell eggs and bacon wafting up from down below. What are you doing?
Jumping out of bed at the first whiff of eggs and bacon and doing my my eggs and bacon dance I've did since I was a kid. Anytime my mom made it, coming down the stairs, eggs, bacon, eggs and bacon, eggs, bacon, eggs and bacon, and I'm just excited.
And over by the kitchen table, you hear eggs and bacon as Quinn is joining from the kitchen table, and your mum is over by the oven, and she sort of is half-heartedly joining in before immediately turning back and making sure the eggs aren't burning. And Quinn looks up at you, and she's just like, "Well done for last night."
Yeah, I did pretty good, didn't I? Though it was close, it was tough, but the mongoose don't know what came to them.
And she looks over to her mum before just like gesturing you to come closer, and she does a proper like whisper up in your ear. "I smelled smoke from my window last night. Was Dad SMOKING?"
I can neither confirm nor deny if that was Dad smoking. I mean, SMOK.
As smoke rises from the oven, your mum turns around with, and can you make a sneak check for me, please? You require 2 successes.
Oh no. Where's my 1 success, and why won't it? Wait, it's not letting me see the numbers. Hello?
You can do 1. You have a 5.
Okay, then yes, I'm gonna do double succeed.
Okay, so your mum is far too preoccupied with the breakfast as she turns around and places it on the table, not hearing this. And so, we didn't get to congratulate you after the big game last night.
Yeah, after the game, things were so exciting, and like everyone was everywhere, and thank you. I mean, it means a lot that you all were able to be there.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I know your dad was thrilled that he could, and you doing anything to celebrate at all this weekend with the team?
Oh, there's like a small little bonfire that we're having, by the beach, and it's just gonna be chill, and we're all excited. It's not just the team, like the rest of the school and friends are gonna be there. But I'm not gonna be drinking.
I mean, that was going to be my next question, but I'm very glad you preempted it. Thank you very much. Now, please eat breakfast of champions. And as she serves up, you can hear television on in the background. And as she sits down, you also notice that while your sister is there and your mum is there, there is an empty chair on the other side of the table, and nothing has been set out for it. As your mum just starts to serve up breakfast around each of you, and so is this party the kind of thing that Quinn can go to, or
I honestly don't know how rambunctious it's gonna be, because there's a big game, and I don't know how excited everyone else is gonna be. I don't know if it'll get. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's gonna get out of hand. But I mean, I guess if Quinn really wants to go, and if I would watch out for her, but I wouldn't say no if she'd want to. And then if things get out of hand, then I can bring her home early.
Well, Quinn looks at her and then at you, and is it all gonna be like older kids, like you, like old people?
Yeah, it's kind of like an elderly get-together, trying to make it sound unappetizing. We're gonna do old things like bingo and counting coupons. Doesn't that sound fun, Quinn?
Can you make a charm check for me, or lead, whichever you would rather?
Okay.
You need 1 success.
Charm or lead.
That's wild.
Go with... Stop. No, not the hot girl incident. 2 successes.
She looks at you and just goes, "No, Mum, I don't want to go to that." And she just starts tucking into her breakfast. As your mum looks across at the empty chair and back to you and, your father thought he would have the day off, but, work have called. Something about recent developments on the news, and she gestures across to the TV. I don't know when he'll be back.
Is he in town? Did he like leave town without saying goodbye?
No. He's over at the and she glances at Quinn before looking back at you. At the facility, just outside the forest. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, I think all of this. Well, of course you've not seen the news. Robert Logan has been arrested. Something to do with loop technology, and anyway, your dad seems to be somewhat preoccupied with that. He was called in early this morning.
Did you see any more things about the news?
Only, well, your friend, well, she's there now, and she gestures over to the TV, and you can see Jackie Dorado on the screen. And it seems the family have headed to the sheriff's department now to collect Eric Elliot, a husband, a father, and as it transpires, an innocent man. This is Jackie Dorado with EFN. And the news cuts back to the studio, and God, I feel sorry for that poor kid.
I mean, things are good now. Not that I have direct information about this, but things look good now. Jack Attack's dad is innocent and free, and that's good.
I'm just glad this whole sordid business has come to an end. And she moves over and starts to help herself to more eggs from the center plate as Quinn looks up at you and, so does this mean it's gonna stop getting dark at night again?
Quinn, wait, what do you mean?
Well, when the town has been losing lights, it's always when I'm in bed, and does this mean that's gonna stop happening now the bad man's in jail?
Yes, Quinn. There's no more weird things going on. The bad man's away, and now we're here, and things are good, and I'll be around a lot more. And I could tell you some superhero secrets later. Just don't tell Mom.
Okay, I won't tell Mum. And she directs that at your mum, who won't tell me what? You won't tell me what? You won't tell... And she immediately starts tickling Quinn as laughter reverberates around the kitchen. As back in Eden Falls Sheriff Department, Jackie, a door opens and you see the deputy come out. And behind him, frail and disheveled, your dad comes round the corner and immediately, tears in his eyes, begins to smile. Hey kiddo, I thought you promised me you weren't gonna break me out.
Yeah, well, I lied.
You got a hug for your old man?
Do I ever? He's gonna cry and run to him, but not tackle him.
And he just holds you and brings you in close, and the familiar smell, unimpeded by the last few days he's been in jail, just immediately fills your nose, and you are immediately sandwiched between your father and your mother, who immediately comes in behind you and just squeezes you both close. And you are there for a little while until eventually from behind Mr. Elliot, I am very pleased to tell you you are free to go, and I have it on good authority that I owe you an apology. So, truly, I am sorry. I have a very special kid here, and your dad pulls you in. Yeah, I know. All right, Jackie, I'm going to give you the weekend to recover. It's been quite an ordeal, I'm sure, but I will need to call you kids in on Monday after school for a witness statement. Understood?
Yeah, I understand.
All right,
Can we leave?
absolutely. And your mum looks down at you and, all right, Jackie, lead the way.
She's gonna hold out her arm for her dad, and then lead
He-
the way to the car. And
He
as she
takes
goes,
it.
she'll be like, "All right, Dad, we're off like a herd of turtles."
You head off, and he just laughs and brings you in and squeezes you and kisses your head as he brings your mum in close as well. And as you head on out, you see through the cells in the further corridor, Robert Logan's eyes just follow the three of you as you move out. And I will say, considering your 3 successes earlier for Comprehend, as you are walking out towards the car, you can see Gina Hirsch stood over by her car, and she is talking frantically into a phone attached to her vehicle. And you can see that stood next to her is her assistant, Poppy Kincaid, hair in a tight bun and very large round glasses, looking very nervous, as she so often does in the mayor's presence. But I will say with your success, you hear the back end of a conversation. The authorities, including members of ARPA, are sweeping the oil rigs tomorrow. There is nothing I can do, so if I were you, for the sake of your imprisoned boss, I would dispose of the evidence. Tonight. Fine, I'll send one of my people. Tonight. And with that, she immediately pushes the phone into her assistant's hand and gets into the car.
Hey, Mom, when's the next city election?
I don't know, around next year, sometimes.
How old do I have to be to vote?
At least another 2 years, honey. Why? You getting a feel for politics?
I think so, at least for this town.
All right. Shall we go home? And as you drive off, all of you, what are you doing with the rest of your Saturday?
But like when you think about it, Jackie, do you want to go play tennis at the country club?
You cannot pull Jackie away from her dad right now.
That's a good point. You're right. Never mind.
She is waiting on that man hand and foot.
Just bring him.
What do you mean your dad, who was just like in a cell for ages, doesn't want to suddenly go play tennis and throw his body around? That's
Hey, Dad,
crazy.
welcome back. I'm gonna leave now.
I'm gonna leave. See you later.
So yeah, Chloe, are you doing anything with your day?
I think she's being useless in her room, honestly. I think she's just like doing her hair way too much in her room. I think she's in sort of like an autopilot mode, and she's just like going about her getting ready routine, but there's like nothing in her head. And she's like, this is totally normal.
Okay. And Jane, are you doing anything with your day at all?
She's just laying on her bed with like her head upside down, hanging off the bed. It's been like that for 2 hours.
Can you make a body check for me, please? I want to see how the blood in your head does. You pass out for a good solid half hour until eventually you come to, and can you just roll a general another body check for me. I just want to see if anything comes of that. You bonk your head, and I won't say you're injured, but it hurts. It hurts quite a bit. As you just, Chloe, from your room, you just hear a "ow!" and a very familiar thump from your bedroom window from down in the shed.
I'm gonna like peer out my window.
You can't really see anything, but you can definitely hear a little bit of shuffling from inside of the shed. It's clearly some kind of writing inside.
Jane, you okay?
Yep, I was doing the upside down thing again.
And you fell again, right?
Yeah, again, the same exact way. It's like a double bump now.
Chloe like thinks of a really funny joke about like head injuries and stuff, but doesn't want to like shout a whole conversation. So she starts to like go down the stairs to her room without saying that she's doing this to Jane. It's just suddenly silence. She's stepping onto the little grass, wobbling towards the little tin house. Suddenly Chloe's talking again. So like, do you want to like match? Like we'll be matching for the party, really, if we both have like 3 head injuries.
Oh my god, so I need to bump my head one more time?
Yeah, I think she's like grabbing the side of the door. Like, maybe don't. Like, don't, but say you did.
Okay, like we could just lie about it. Like you could pretend like you saw me do it again. So if anybody asks, it's like we have the same exact amount of injuries.
Exactly, but like you're way more normal than me, so I've got like the squishier brain, I think.
Yeah, I feel like your brain definitely has more, you know, bit of a squish to it. Maybe a little more density.
I think so. I think that you... Why are we talking about our brains right now?
I don't know.
Oh my god, it's the head injuries. They're kicking in. Oh my god. Can I open this door all the way, please?
Can you what?
Can I open this door, like, all the way? Because I kind of...
Yeah, you can come in. If you want. I know it kind of smells weird, but...
Oh, I notice. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it takes a second.
Yeah, I'm used to it. This is all me.
Is that like a food smell? Is that like cheese?
I don't know. I ate half a sandwich the other day, and I just kicked it under my bed, so I don't know. I thought it would harden by now.
You don't want it to harden, though. That's still gross.
I thought if it hardens, then the smell goes away. Like if you leave the food long enough, it doesn't have a smell, right?
It's not a fossil, Jane.
Like, then I show you under my bed, and there's like probably 30 different happy sandwiches like that are rocks.
Okay, this is so gross. Okay, okay, look, if you're gonna like be weird with the leftover food, you could at least like throw it outside and then like birds could eat it. That would be cute, and then you have like little bird friends outside your house. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess I'll throw these ones out there too, and the birds can have them.
No, because these are like stale, and then
I mean, wouldn't they like the mold? Because it looks more like grass, which is like probably what they eat anyways.
I don't think so. I saw a bird like eating an old sandwich in a cartoon that like blew up. So I don't know how real that is, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is this thing we're even going to tonight? What is this? We're just hanging out with the fellas?
With like girls are there too. It's like a bonfire. Have you been to a bonfire before?
Maybe.
It's not like a moral judgment thing. You can say no, it's okay.
No, I haven't. I don't really even know what that means.
Oh, okay, a bonfire is like a big bunch of wood and chairs and stuff, and they just like put it together and set it on fire, so it's like a big flaming pile that just like goes for ages, and then we just like hang out around it because it's cool.
Do we
and,
throw
like,
stuff in it?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna bring some things then.
Do you want to bring the sandwiches?
I was gonna save those for the birds. Or wait, I wasn't gonna feed those to the
explode,
birds.
remember? Yeah, I'm not gonna feed these birds.
So I can burn mold. I just can't feed it to birds.
I think so, yeah. I don't think anything bad happens when you like make mold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get like a bag in the room and start throwing the old sandwiches in there. Yeah, I'm gonna bring these to the
it like
party.
in a handbag that you're like bringing, or is it in like a plastic bag?
I'll imagine like an old tote book bag.
You see
He's
as
like
bits of sandwich
arty.
just scatter on the inside of this tote bag. It is a waste of this material, and you are probably sure, for as much as these sandwiches are going to burn, this tote bag is probably going to need to be burned as well, as Jane is just throwing stuff in there, and it is spreading, and it is horrible.
Cool. Yeah, that should work. But
yeah, and I could
it's
give
just,
out the sandwiches to everybody so that we could all.
No, it's just going in the fire. It's just gonna go in the fire. Don't.
But
don't
they could throw them in the fire too.
Okay, yeah, I feel like your friends might like that. I think Eli and Darla might like that, and Jackie if they're there. Yeah, but yeah, you just like stand around, talk to your friends. That's like the whole point of the party. And I'll just be standing around talking to my friends. Does my hair look okay?
Yeah, I mean it always does.
Okay, but like on like a scale of 1 to 10, obviously my 10 is like different to most people's 10s. But like, on a am I a Chloe 10 right now?
Well, I'd say like 9.9.
Okay, wait, hang on, hold on.
Is
Okay.
that good enough?
Okay, is that better?
9.99.
Okay, wait. It's the pot. I bet it's the pot. Okay. Okay, is that better?
It's a 10. You did it. It's perfect.
Okay. Thank you. Amazing. Cool. I can do yours if you want.
No, don't touch me.
Oh.
And as she says that, over Darla, what are you doing with the rest of your day?
What time would they be expected to meet up?
So, the actual party itself is going to be happening from around 6 o'clock onwards down on the beach. So kind of, you have a fair bit of time, 8 hours or so.
That's a lot of time. Okay, Darla would probably take her time around the house, just enjoying not doing anything before just remembering roundabouts what was close by and date. And so she would get up and not trying to be quiet at all with her dad sleeping, just normal amounts of noise. She would be digging through their cabinet pantry and shuffling things around, trying to find a box of like cake mix. And eventually finding some Petty Mocker cake mix, she would go and make that into just a bunch of cupcakes. And digging through a junk drawer that has bunches of bills. It has probably some random tools that are misplaced, and she would find just some loose candles hanging about, and would just grab one of them and dusting that off because Darla doesn't care about cleanliness, would then just put that in the cupcake that she made and would wrap it up and actually head out and just walk through the town on her way to the cemetery.
Okay. And Eli, what are you doing throughout the day before the party?
Eli probably would go for a little run, just because there's just so much on his mind, and that's like the one outlet he knows really well. But while doing the run, kind of made a impromptu decision to go to the arcade. So I'm running to the arcade, and I'm just gonna blow off some steam, just playing all the 80s classic arcade cabinets, and just having a little me time, a self-care day.
Okay. Can you make a program check for me to determine how well you do at these games?
Oh god. I never said I was good. I just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's cathartic more than it is skilled, as you step away from it, sort of not necessarily having vented your frustrations, but certainly feeling a little more grounded as you step away from the blinking lights of the arcade and moving through Eden Falls Mall and out into Town Hall, or Town Square rather, and making your way back home. And as you do, you look out at the horizon as the sun begins to set in the distance. And you see, from the coastline, the silhouettes of the 3 oil rigs in the distance. And just squinting a little, you see what you and Jane saw the previous night. Almost imperceptible unless you're looking for it. A red light blinking on the middle oil rig.
Does Eli... Is it common knowledge that these things are, like, out of commission? And, like,
Yes, they
people
have been
going
out
to
of...
them would be, like, absurd?
Yeah, they've been out of
Okay.
commission for around 2 decades now, and the only activity surrounding them is Town Hall buying them from Robert Logan at the beginning of the week.
Okay, Eli's gonna make a mental note on this, and since it's getting later in the day, presumably, right? This is
Yeah.
a mental note to bring it up to Jane, because Jane's the one who spotted it last time. So that's on my to-do list.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna keep running home.
And Jackie, what are you doing with the rest of your day?
Probably annoying the hell out of my dad. Just there's like no rest. Like he should be resting, but Jackie's like, "Well, Dad, are you comfortable? Do you want a drink? Do you want a
No.
snack?"
Jack, I'm absolutely fine. Okay, I think I'm stuffed. I think if I drink any more, I'm gonna need to go to the loo more than
Do
I
you want to play
already
20
do.
questions with Buck? Like,
No, I'm okay.
And he looks over towards Bug, and you see that Bug is just standing on the windowsill, looking out still in the direction of the oil rigs, and you can see that his small bipedal legs are just shaking a little bit as he does. And your dad looks at you and,
No, tell you what. Why don't you go give Buck some attention? I could do with a little bit of shut eye. Okay.
all right. There's a bonfire happening tonight. And I was thinking I could give you and Mom the rest of the night together. So y'all can have your little alone time and do your little cuddling and stuff. And then I'll go hang out with my friends. But then tomorrow, you and I are going to go around the farm and I'm going to help you get things back in tip-top shape.
Oh, well, remember tomorrow is meant to be a day of rest, but sure, okay, I have to admit,
Well, you can rest and I'll do all the heavy lifting. I'll show you all the big muscles that I got from when I...
all right.
Never mind.
No, that sounds just peachy keen by me. Absolutely.
All right.
Okay, well, you go say bye to your mom, and, leave us to our, evening of cuddling. But you get off, okay?
Ew. It was fine when I said it, but I don't like it when you say it.
Oh, really? I sense a
No,
little bit of Dr.
don't want-
Patient
I don't wanna be
impartiality.
here.
Okay,
I don't wanna be
go.
here.
Get out, Jack.
And Bug looks towards you as you move away from your father and,
Bug, can you use your words?
Where?
Shoot, we probably didn't give you enough. Where are my friends?
And sort of looks in the direction of the coastline again before looking back at you and,
But he's in jail, Bug. I don't think that there's... Is there still an issue?
and looks out and Robert Logan.
Did we forget something?
Robert Logan.
with you.
What else? What is it? Mayor Hirsch. Mayor Hirsch. Mayor Hirsch. Mayor Hirsch.
Are
Robert
they there?
Logan
Are they there right now?
just looks out in the direction of the oil rigs again and back at you.
She's gonna look back at her dad on the couch and then to where her mom is like milling about the house.
And then she's gonna lean back down to Bug and be like, I think we still got some loose ends to tie up, bud.
And you see him shrink back a little bit, and as much as this little binocular on stilts can, he looks scared.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get the gang back together, and we'll handle this once and for all. The sheriff's in my pocket now, Bug. Sheriff's so embarrassed after everything they did. They're gonna believe whatever I say now.
I'm a king or something.
Oh, I could be a king. Yeah, King Jackie. And Prince Bug.
Just sort of gets up a bit and heels together.
Jackie's gonna.
And he jumps up onto your shoulder and sort of crawls into your back and...
All right, let's go get the pals.
So, we will fast forward to the beach itself. How are all of you arriving? Darla, I will get back to you in a moment, but how is everyone arriving and what sort of order are people wanting to arrive? I'm assuming, Eli, you will probably be arriving a little earlier, seeing as this is the football team's party.
Yeah, I'll be arriving earlier and be on introduction duty again, similar to the cabin earlier in the story.
Okay, so as you arrive, Eli, you can see that people are already there. The sun is going down on the horizon, and under the shadow of the pier, you see a small crowd assembled. Bulbs are twisting around the wooden struts holding the amusement park above, from where you can hear whooping and hollering and roller coasters and ball games. And on the sand, you see that there are a number of small barbecues set up, along with a large music system. And tables with soda bottles are laid out all together. But as you approach, and you can see that Bradley is behind one of them, it is very clear from the smell of these bottles, whatever is in them is not soda. And you can see that a number of kids have beachwear on, and while you can see that striding amongst them, the football team are still wearing their football jackets over swimsuits, throwing balls in between one another. And just for fun, Eli, what are you wearing?
Eli. Oh, I haven't thought about this. Eli's arriving full beach mode, towel kind of wrapped up around shoulders, wearing purple swim trunks, and they're a little bit above the knee. You know, get the little small thigh action going, and still wearing the sleeveless hoodie that he likes to wear on the way to the beach.
Okay.
And some slides as well.
So,
slide action.
You arrive, and Chloe and Jane, are you arriving together? Are you meeting Artie at the school? What are you two doing?
Oh wait, yeah, Jane, what would you do? Because I know Artie asked
We'd
you.
probably go together. Maybe me and you meet Artie at school. Maybe.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. What are we
As-
wearing, Jane?
Yes.
This was like, I'm just flashing back to Good Society, Ed, when I was like, but what are they wearing? And I would like force you
It's like
to-
half the game.
I loved it. It's a
But
step.
yeah. Jane, what are you wearing to this beach party?
A shirt and like pants.
Slay.
Like, what do you mean?
Oh my god, street style. Oh my god.
Like,
And-
Jane's just chilling, all right?
And Chloe, how about you?
I think Chloe's wearing just like a jean jacket like this, and then probably like a white bikini top, and then jeans. I don't know what rise they were in the 80s. Low. I don't remember.
Well, as the two of you pick up Artie and begin to walk towards the pier, where you can now see a large group gathered down on the sand, waves whooshing up towards the coastline, Artie just pulls you aside a little bit, Chloe, and just says, I just wanted to say thanks for yesterday. It was really helpful. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'm really glad that it was. I mean, good job you know.
Well, I sometimes need a little bit of to be pushed through the door, and really,
Yeah.
you're really cool, Chloe.
Aw, thanks. I'm pretty cool. You're also pretty cool there, so we'll club together. And I'm really glad that your leg's better.
Yeah, no, it's more the breathing, so don't make me laugh too much.
Oh, yeah, the ribs, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm good. Look, if you want to like hang out with people, and even now you can hear from the crowd, Chloe, and Artie. Just if I understand if you don't want to hang out, it's fine.
Oh, it's all I don't want to hang out. It's just that I also want to hang out with them, and I haven't spent a lot of time with them recently. So,
That's okay.
But you should hang out with Jane. She's she wants to throw things in the fire, so maybe keep an eye on that.
Oh, okay. You want to do that now?
Well, you can throw some stuff too. This one's an 8-monther. I got a couple 9-monthers, and
Oh, they're
even one.
sandwiches.
Yes. I would take a bite, but Chloe would say not to.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
Or like shouts it over her shoulder. She's walking away.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And as Artie is trying to close the bag, Jane, you hear Bradley just go, "Hey, Jane!" and just start walking over to you, his large brick house body moving through the crowd towards you. "Hey, I didn't know you'd be coming."
Yeah, of course I'm here, nerd. All my friends are here. Of course I was gonna be here.
Nerd, nice. How you doing?
Good. It's nice to see you.
You too. Hey, I have a gift for you, 'cause you were really, really, really cool to me, and I thought maybe I could be pretty cool to you, today. If, you wanted, I figured when I next saw you, and I'm seeing you
What is
now
it?
with my eyes.
What is
you ever
it? What
wanted
is it?
you wanted a football jacket before? And he just starts taking his jacket off, and he just places it over your shoulders, and it all but reaches your ankles. He is a big guy as he just drapes it over you, and just as a real a thanks for being just
Whoa, this is the
being
best
kind.
jacket I've ever had in my life. I don't even think I need a bed anymore. It's so comfortable and warm. I could just plop on the floor with this baby.
Man, nice. Yeah, no, I mean it's good luck to me, and I'm hoping maybe it could be good luck to you too, 'cause you really got me to open up. I'm not gonna forget that, okay?
Well, thanks. I mean, I don't really know what I did, but you're not getting this jacket back. It's freaking awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for it back either, 'cause it's you, and also check the label on the inside.
Oh, okay.
And you can see his name, Bradley Shute, but very crudely stitched underneath it, there is Jane frickin' Withers. And he just goes, big hands, big fingers, so sewing, not great, but yeah, it's yours.
What the? Thank you so much. This is so nice and it smells so good. And then I just sniff it and walk away.
It's all me! As he just begins to walk away and you start to gravitate towards the fire, Artie following you. And Darla, what are you doing with this cake?
I just blanked completely.
Let's go English language.
Just kidding.
Let's
It's
try
a
that one.
cupcake. That's why I blanked, because it's not just a cake.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad.
It's okay. So Darla would be walking through town, but not like the main center of town. It'd be around the outskirts toward the town's cemetery. So just the Eden Falls Cemetery. And every year around this time, you could find her in the vicinity. And she would walk in and slowly walking through and just examining different tombstones as she walks by. She would eventually stop at this larger tombstone, and you could see that it's one of those that are usually combined because it's more than one person. And atop it, it would say Tracy Oakes, as well as Abigail Oakes. And they are, and it was her sister and her mom. And it would have the death date of October 28th. I could sneeze. I lost it. But anyway, of 1976. And how there's usually little quotes for things, this one would say just right at the bottom beneath both of the names that dancers don't need wings to fly. And she would just sit there cross-legged and pick at the paper that she had around this cupcake and pull out a lighter, light up this cupcake's really disgusting candle, and then just sing happy birthday to her sister Tracy, who would have been 14 at the time, and they were very close in age. And then after that, she would pick at it and just eat it, and then probably throw a little bit to the birds who were coming by. She would probably spend the entirety of her free time there before eventually just kind of rubbing her hand atop the soil. Miss y'all. And stand up and dust off. Crumble up the wrapper, put it in her pocket, and she would head toward the pier.
I will say that as you step on out, Jackie, as you are passing the cemetery on the way to the coastline and the amusement park, you see Darla coming out of the main entrance.
Oh, Darla!
What is Jackie wearing?
Probably like bright yellow overalls.
Oh.
A really like ratty blue shirt with daisies on it. And these just like, I feel like she's wearing the Jesus sandals, like the strapped up sandals.
Like the perfectly basket weaved ones.
Like
I love
stepdad
that.
sandals.
Did you say she saw me walking from the where am I walking from?
From out of the cemetery.
Oh,
you are
okay.
stepping out of the cemetery. Yeah.
Gotcha. Alright, Darla is wearing her usual. She did not care to change into anything. Except for something you can't see, which is underneath. She's wearing a one-piece swimsuit. So, you never know.
Nice.
But other than that, she looks the same. Hey, wait. Where's your dad? Why are you out here?
Oh, my mom and dad are having private time. Ugh.
Gross.
So I thought I'd come to the bonfire, but I think I don't want to ruin anyone's good mood, but I think there's still things we need to do.
That sounds way more fun than a bonfire anyway.
I
Last
should have
party we
known
got
that you'd
into
be
a lot
into this.
happened.
Bug is still real touch and go about things, real shaky, and I overheard the mayor on a phone call when I was leaving the police station with my dad, and she
Does the
said
mayor know you
there's
saw her?
something.
Does the mayor know you saw her?
No, I just have really good ears.
Yeah, you do.
she was saying something about how there's evidence on the oil rigs and that they're sending someone to get rid of it before the sheriffs investigate it tomorrow.
That means tonight.
Mm-hmm. And what better way to keep eyes off the oil rig and anything going on there if you have a really bright bonfire on the beach? So,
Well, and the fact that nobody's after Bug anymore means you have a perfectly good recording device still.
I do. I don't want to stress Bug out too much because he still seems real scared.
Or is
Robert Logan.
it? Do I hear this from your bag?
He keeps repeating Robert Logan's name. And
Whose
then he'll
voice
say,
is that one?
Oh, Gina Hirsch.
You.
Robert Logan. Oh, Gina Hirsch. He keeps saying that over and over.
Well, I mean, because they're in it together.
Yeah.
Well, to me, this
How do you
means only one thing to do tonight.
Yeah, I was saying maybe we get the band back together and do a little recon sauce before we all take a
Jane's
little
favorite.
vacation from being bad, I guess.
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
All right, Darla. Yeah, we get it.
She pats her hand over to your other shoulder. All right, well,
Yeah, you're big and tough. I got it.
I know, you don't have to tell me. I live it.
Oh, here we go. Let's just go get the others.
Sure thing. And we walk toward Le Pier.
As you do, eventually coming to the party that is happening down on the beach. Jane, I'm assuming you're throwing things into the bonfire still?
Yes, of course.
Lovely. You gain a couple of looks for this, and then after a short while, in a very similar manner to the first party that you went to at the beginning of the week, eventually people start coming over to you and be like, "Hey, this looks fun. Can we do this too?"
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that many sandwiches left, but I'm burning sandwiches that I kicked under my bed months ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, this cool girl's throwing sandwiches in the bonfire! And everyone just starts going, woo! They just start walking over and chanting, "Down with lunch! Down with lunch! Down with lunch!" as they start moving towards you. And Artie just looks at you, Jane, and just sort of shrugs a little bit. And do you have this effect on everyone, everywhere you go?
I hope not. It's a lot. It's a little scary.
Yeah, it's kind of... I don't do this, but I feel like you could maybe be a cult leader.
Yeah, I like to be in charge of people or serious or big things. I'm excited everybody's wants to throw sandwiches into here, but Chloe said it was for these, and now what if they throw actual sandwiches in the fire? I would rather eat those.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, by the looks of it, there's not much solid stuff on the menu, so I think we should be okay.
Wow, okay. Well, you want to throw one of these in there? I have like 4 left.
Yeah, you want to keep the rest for us?
Sure. And then I just toss the whole tote bag with 3 of them into the fire.
Okay. Okay, and he just limply throws the last one across into the fire. As Chloe, deeper in the crowd, you are presumably with Lana?
Yes. Yeah.
Lovely. And Lana keeps on sort of looking over in the direction of the drinks table where Bradley is standing, and she's like, "So, you gonna go?"
No, I mean, like, he should come to me, do you know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to, he would, right?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, you should. And almost as if on cue, someone moves over towards you as John steps in front of you. Hey, Chloe, how you doing?
Hi. Is this, like, right next to Glana?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, epic, cool stars. Hi, hey.
Hi. Hey, do you have a moment?
I was actually, I'm gonna look at Lana.
Lana is just screaming at you with her eyes.
I was actually about to go talk to Bradley. So maybe after?
Yeah, no, sure. Yeah, no, whatever. Just, I just wanted to see how you are. So, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm good. If you want to talk to me when I'm done talking to Bradley, you can. I think Chloe probably is letting too much come through her eyes here, where it's probably like really clear in her eyes that she does want to talk to John, but she's like trying to not let that show. But she's bad at that, so. But like, I want to talk to Lana for a bit.
Yeah. Hi, Lana. And hi. Yeah, you go speak with Brad, Chloe. Bye. And
What's Brad?
and Eli, as you're standing there, you see coming over the crest of the beachhead, both Jackie and Darla moving in your direction.
Jack attack! And ding Darla! Hi, I'm over here. Hi.
Yeah, we know you're over there. Eli?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
very hard to miss.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
You're welcome.
How's
So
the
I'm glad.
bonfire?
I'm glad that you all came to. I'm glad you're here. I didn't expect you all to be here. I didn't really expect me to be here either. But like, we're here and there's fire and we're gonna bond at the fire. Isn't that why it's called that?
Well, we might not be here for long.
What do you
Jackie's
mean?
got some juicy information.
We should get Chloe and Jane so I don't have to repeat this another 2 times, if that's okay.
Okay, one second. Small Jane! Small Jane?
Oh,
Hello?
yeah.
What?
Just invite everybody.
KO Chloe! We're meeting
I like
over
immediately
here!
whip my head around.
And I'm
Wait,
just doing
where's Artie?
I'm doing the cone. We're meeting here!
I hobble over.
Like we're in kindergarten.
Jog over while looking at John and Lana and how they're doing. How are they doing, Ed?
Make a comprehend check for me.
I
Or a
would love
contact check, whichever you would rather.
Okay.
Do I see
That's gonna
Artie?
be nothing. I don't know a single thing about anything. Who am I?
All you can
I'm moving
see
too fast.
is Lana just placing a hand on John's chest, but then immediately they are blocked by a crowd of dancing individuals.
What's up?
Does Artie come with you?
Yeah, did Artie?
He wasn't with me, so I don't know.
Say Artie probably follows Jane, being the only person that he knows, and seeing you, he... Oh, yeah, I see you're, as appropriately dressed as I thought you'd be.
Yep.
Hey,
I
hey, and
thought
she
I'd,
lifts up
put
her
on the
shirt.
better sweats.
I have a swimsuit on.
What's up?
I've got news.
Oh,
That
okay.
sounded really ominous. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna cut to the chase. We have removed a player from the game, but there's still a player in the game. I'm sorry. I'm trying to use like football terms the best that I can, for some reason. Anyway, I heard the mayor on a phone call when I was leaving the sheriff's station with my dad, and she said that there's evidence on the oil rig, and that they're going to get the evidence off the oil rig tonight while everyone's at the bonfire, and the sheriff's going to investigate the oil rig tomorrow. And Bug is like really worried about it and won't stop looking at the oil rig and saying Gina Hirsch and Logan, and it's I think we got part of the problem, but there's still you got to get all of it out.
So
Yeah.
there's not supposed to... The meeting is tomorrow at the oil rig and not like, today or like
There's no meeting.
yesterday?
The sheriffs are going to investigate the oil rig because of what we told them and what Robert Logan told them and Matson told them.
So the
And-
investigation is it wasn't yesterday. It wasn't today. It's
There was going to be a meeting until Robert Logan got arrested. And because of all that, there's evidence on the oil rig that relates to the mayor that they don't have yet. And the mayor is secretly trying to cover it up and get rid of it tonight. So,
Oh, I
So
don't know
th-
if we told them that the mayor was a part of this as well. Because everything was
Right.
so fast. Yeah,
Oh,
there was a
it.
pre-meeting.
is this like how
before
you
the
told us
exchange.
your friend got kidnapped and you didn't
Oh.
tell us until the end?
well, there is a lot that
Jack
happened.
attack.
So,
I need.
when I
To be
threw
fair,
a
there was a
wrench
lot going
at
on. Jenkins was dying
Robert's
by the time we
face and
arrived.
hit him,
Yes.
it was right after Darla and I saw Robert Logan and Gina, the mayor, talking about their plans and like
So
the meeting.
Does
spot.
this put like Bug at risk or anything?
I do believe that Bug is probably still at risk because we haven't found the black box again, and then there's stuff on the oil rig.
That driver got away.
Oh.
So would now be a bad time to tell you that I saw a light at the oil rig, and Jane and I also saw a light at the oil rig.
And I
for
saw a light at the oil rig as well.
The past couple. So that's good information, right? I didn't hold out anything.
I think something's happening out there, and if I don't want to say that we've got to be the ones to handle it, but if it's not handled tonight, we might lose out on any chance of like actually wrapping this up and putting a little bow on it.
So we're not done.
I don't think we're done.
I'm
just
excited
gonna look
not
over-
to be done.
I'm gonna look over at Jane. Jane, remember when I said like bad things might happen again? Well, I didn't expect it to be this soon.
Wait,
But
what's
listen, as long as we don't kill anyone, the cops are basically kissing the ground I walk on at this point. So if we get in trouble, we'll be fine.
The bar is low.
Is that low? We just gotta not kill someone? That's
I'm saying that because a lot of y'all had your hands on some grubby little guns and grubby little knives. So
Excuse me, I know how to shoot a firearm. That's all that I did was once.
okay, and I probably know a lot of illegal things, but I'm not gonna do them.
It's legal. It was in defense.
Oh my word!
So are you expecting us to get to... Are we going to the oil rig?
That's what we're talking about. I don't know if we're going. I would rather not.
Like, why don't we not go then? Like, I mean, obviously, like, if Bug is definitely in danger afterwards, then we could
But
deal with it, but...
I think that as much as I don't want to get involved again, like we're out. We did our time already. So did my dad. It just feels like they're doing something really wrong there. Especially if they're doing like middle of the night convoys out to get at the evidence and burn it and get rid of it before the government finds it. She mentioned something about DARPA.
Darla?
DARPA. You know,
What?
I'm
The
gonna look at
defense-
Darla. Is that your cousin? Do you know them?
oh, DARPA.
No, it's not my cousin.
The Defense
okay,
Advanced
sorry.
Research Projects Agency.
Oh,
That
sorry.
was started for the loop. Like, the thing that... it just all wraps together with the oil rig and fossil fuels and magnetrine travel. It all wraps up together.
So, be honest, do you think we are... Do you think if this continues, our families will still be in trouble? Be as blunt as... Because they know we know so many things.
I don't think the mayor knows that we know anything. Jane wasn't mentioned to the mayor from Mr. Logan.
And the mayor didn't see me and Darla. Only Mr. Logan saw me and Darla.
And Oh, and she's digging into her bag. Wow, we're really great at forgetting things. And not fully pulling them out, but kind of showing these files that she has. I have a lot of information about this and what's potentially inside of those oil rigs.
Cool. I'm probably gonna like opt out. So I'm gonna go back to the group. I don't want you guys to like be saying this stuff and then I like know too much or whatever, you know. So I'm probably gonna like hang out by the bonfire tonight instead. But if you want to go adventure, totally go for it.
No, like, I think it should be our choice. I'm not saying that it's like our job. I just wanted to make sure everyone's aware.
Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, okay, so some of you aren't going either.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I think you're the only one that's decided so far.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just wanted to like say it. I just feel like, you know, this whole time sort of like I've been going along when I like shouldn't, because, you know, you guys have all these great big adventures and that's like totally cool, but like nothing out in your like big wide adventures like speaks my name, you know, so I don't want to like be this like dead weight or anything. So, and also I don't want to like know stuff and then like, I don't know, you guys shouldn't know things. I don't know. I just like, do you guys just like miss like having dinner and like hearing about bad stuff happening and like it not being like, you know, like it's like on the news and that's it?
No, what's it like to have parents that enjoy you?
I think anyone can watch the news, Darla.
I think that's rhetorical.
Okay, Chloe. Well, I understand if you don't want to go, but also don't call yourself dead weight. If we wouldn't have been able to. I know things went to shit really quickly when we tried to get Jane, but your plan of getting John on board is the reason why everything is good now.
I mean, it's not though, because it was like a big firefight. Like we never used the John. Like John could have not been there, and it would have gone the same way.
Why don't you just bring John? Well, let's just all go. Is that a possibility?
Okay, why do you think I want to bring John?
It just seems like you want to bring John. You haven't said you don't want to bring John yet, so that kind of implies you really want to bring John.
What?
I mean, I would rather if John was there, I guess. Yeah, because like last time when there was this big firefight and I hit the ground and I watched you run, like I was so happy that like we did it and the plan succeeded, and then like no one was looking at me except John, you know? And then I felt bad. And no, like I don't want to die without someone else's eyes on mine, okay? So if we're going in this big scary whatever, yeah, I would prefer having John there.
So you want to bring John, Chloe?
Yeah, I want to bring John.
Just don't want to hear you say it.
I understand that we have hit a supernatural event.
No, I think we hit it in like 15 minutes from now. So like,
And as you
It's for
stand
the beginning
there,
of next season.
as you stand there on the beach, you hear above you as sand begins to sweep up all around you, and you see something that you have not seen so close before. Jackie, you see a magnetrine flight vehicle above you. It is army green, and emblazoned on the side is DARPA, flying towards the oil rigs. And a number of the kids look up and, as their screams are deafened by the noises of the magnetrine engines above. But as it begins to approach, you see that it is moving towards the oil rigs in the distance, moving at an increasing speed. And as the sound of the engines begins to decrease, suddenly there is an all too familiar flicker beginning the oil rig. And it spreads to the pier and the amusement park and to the buildings beyond as once more lights and electricity flicker throughout the town, and once more there is an almighty as the entire coastline once again goes dark. But this time, something different happens. As you see in the distance the magnetrine vehicle stop in midair and begin to descend down, its electricity and its power cut, descending down into the sea, and suddenly the screams of adulation from the students all around you turn into screams of fear and shock as you see the magnetrine vehicle in the distance fall into the ocean, crashing, waves flying up and lapping against the oil rigs, and you can see that they are spreading towards the beach as one of the Loop's vehicles crashes into the sea, and everything is dark. As you watch a magnetrine vehicle belonging to the army affected by another blackout, you see it crash into the sea in front of you as waves splash towards the shore, and the crowd around the bonfire rush towards the edges of the bank, looking at this all, transfixed by the chaos in front of them. And they can see that though the vehicle has hit the water mostly intact, that one of the wings is slowly beginning to buckle. And Chloe, as you look around at the individuals rushing towards the water, you can see that amongst them is Lana, running towards and going, "Oh my god, what has happened?" as she runs over with everyone. But stood next to her, running in a different direction. In fact, running towards all 5 of you, John rushes over and, "Hey, are you all okay? Are you fine?"
Yeah? Are we like pretty far away from like any water or crash or
Oh,
anything?
like so far, but you can see that he, just purely based on what has been happening over the last couple of days, he looks at all of you and, you okay? I thought all of this was over.
Same. Oh, Mika, you're muted.
John, did you know that your dad was working with the mayor?
I knew the mayor had bought up his oil rigs, but that's all I knew. I knew he had a meeting yesterday, I think, but other than that, no. Why?
I think that just happened because she was trying to get rid of evidence on the oil rigs.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we tell the sheriff's department, or what are we doing?
By that point,
I don't know. We're in a blackout. Are the phones even gonna work?
Shit, you're right. Okay.
Is there like an emergency phone on the beach or something like that? Do those not work in blackouts? I don't know the 80s, so I'm
probably
guessing
not if
phones
they're
on the beach.
EMF or EMP like related. Pretty much anything electrical is going to turn off.
I would
Oh,
say.
okay.
I would say Jackie would probably know the answer to your question, Chloe, and you would see them just shaking their head. And you can see that off in the distance. Despite the blackout, Jackie, the red light at the top of the oil rig is still blinking.
And that's the light that Eli and Jane saw, right?
It is,
Cool.
yes.
Well, no one's like hurt or anything, so that's good.
Well, except for anyone that might have been on that magnitude.
I'm about to say, can we see if anybody was hurt?
I didn't know those things had pilots.
It's dark.
Make a comprehend check for me, please.
I just hear, my leg!
My leg! You need 3 successes.
3!
Mm-hmm.
Collectively?
Yeah,
No,
collectively.
no.
I got 1. I'll try to reroll. Why not?
Okay.
Just
Chloe's
kidding, I'll
choosing
get
to
0.
not comprehend.
How
I
many?
pretend I do not.
Oh,
see.
I'm cursed anyway. There's no way I'll get this.
Oh wait, we're all cursed. Well, that's only if you got a
Wait.
success. If you got a success, then it's an automatic failure. If you didn't get a success, your next one that you do.
So if none of you
So nobody
see
got it.
anything. It is dark, and all you can see is the silhouette of this thing, just now beginning to just float on top of the water, but nothing else. What are you all doing?
Do we see a way that people access these oil rigs? Or have we ever seen a way that people access these oil rigs? Obviously, probably not right now. It's dark.
I mean, you imagine that back in the day, boats would have been taken out. This was before the introduction of clean energy and magnetron technology, which enables, usually, aircraft to travel safely in the air. That has been disproven tonight, but yeah, usually when the oil rigs were still up and running, you would have learned in your history classes that boats would have been taken from the coastline out.
Can y'all swim?
We're not swimming there.
I can
Just
swim, and I
potentially
can comfortably say I cannot do that. So,
How
I
far away is
can't-
it?
I cannot swim.
It is very far away.
Jackie, I would imagine you'd have to be on my back for that, and even then, I don't think we're doing this.
No.
I mean, like, if we want to like go get something and bring it back, I could probably make it. I came like third in regionals.
Is there a boat nearby?
Make an investigation check for me.
I'm about to say, it's a beach. There's probably like water sport activity things.
Cool.
You
Six.
said investigate. Could I investigate too?
You may, absolutely.
And then can I ask
Just
John a question?
So, this doesn't get cursed, but can I spend blesses?
You can, absolutely.
And
I
then does
investigated
the
and got a
curse work?
1, by the way. Is that a success by any chance?
Okay. We will come back to that as
Okay,
Eli.
so I'll fail it
you're-
anyway. So
As Eli, you are. What are you asking, John?
John boy, listen. First of all, no hard feelings. I beat you up, right? We're cool. We everything's chill.
Yeah, sure. My dad's in jail. I'm great. Yeah.
Okay, but that was like okay. That's not here or there. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So like, your family's rich, right? I'm assuming you have like relics from the past, because that's what rich people do. Do you or your family happen to have a boat? You know, one of those floaty things that you go on and we can cruise?
Well, around a 50-minute drive up the coast. I know there's a couple of jet skis and an old yacht my dad used to own, still does use. Why you wanna hijack you wanna hijack a boat?
I wouldn't say hijack. If you're with us, you're just...
no one's in it, so it's not hijacking it.
Yes, we want to
You're
hijack
just-
it.
Okay.
Question: is it still 50 minutes away if we speed?
No. It is not.
Cool. Okay. Did you bring your car?
I did, and he gestures to the blackout. I don't know how much good it's gonna do us.
Oh my god! Wow, EMPs are bad.
And from your backpack, Jackie, you just hear.
It's okay, Bug. Don't worry.
But 50-minute drive, half-hour run, and he looks at Eli fairly confidently, and then at Darla, and then at the rest of you. It's sort of, if you can keep pace, that is.
Why didn't you look at me?
Oh, and yeah, no, obviously. Sorry, I just with the tennis, I didn't know if you were. Is that I'm sorry, you
You know
two.
how you like get around on a tennis court, right? It's like you run back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. In
Yeah.
which case, Jackie and Jane, you and Artie just like, yeah, I can run. What are we doing? And John looks at all of you and, yeah, we game.
I have a question for the GM really fast. Sorry, Detune.
Yes.
Sorry. Did my investigate succeed? Please say yes, or that can be my auto fail.
Yes, it did succeed.
So they failed, so my curse is gone.
Okay, cool. Because you would have seen the shape of a boat off to one side, and as you look at it, you take in that there are a number of rusted holes on it. This has been abandoned a very long time ago.
Okay. I'm good now. Sorry, Detune, go. Sorry.
All right. So we're doing. Wait. Does anyone know how to drive a boat? I've never even been on a boat. I don't.
I do.
Okay, it works for me.
Yeah. My aunt let me go on like a jet ski once, so I know the jet
Probably not one of
skis.
these though, honestly.
We will figure it out when we get there. Okay. I guess Jack attack. I just kind of come on the shoulders.
Wait, how much time? Because we've been in blackouts before. How much time until, like, I assume the power is back?
Probably another half hour, you imagine.
So
So by the time we get
around the same time everyone gets to the boat.
Well, yeah, now that you pointed out, yes.
there, so like, we should just wait.
But then it would be a half-hour wait and then a 50-minute drive, right?
Yeah, but then nobody's exhausted.
Because it's 50 minutes away from where we are currently.
Yes, but a half-hour run.
How far
to
away
take
is
shortcuts.
my house?
Your house is probably around, if you were to run, 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Uh-oh.
What are
Because
you
I'm
thinking,
thinking about that
Jackie?
magnetrine bike that I have at home that I can just,
Do what you want to do.
I don't know if I could fit 5 people on it, but
It's our clown car.
We're like all
Wait,
stacked
wait.
up in like a...
wait. Can Jackie theoretically get a raft and pull it behind the bike?
You can try anything you want, but you have to make the
You can get
decision
there.
quickly. What are you doing?
I want to go get the bike.
So, Jackie, without a word, just runs off. And I will say, as the lights slowly begin to come back in the town, and you hear as lights across Eden Falls begin to flicker, the sound does not seem to dissipate as it mingles with another. And you see flying towards you, sand flicking up from underneath. You see Jackie arrive on a large metal hover bike, underneath which you can see a number of discs and plates of varying degrees of shininess. But is anyone doing anything while they wait for
Are there
for Jackie?
surfboards?
Yeah, there are surfboards around. There are a lot of students here, and you can see some boogie boards around.
Boogie boards. I said surfboards.
Well, you get
big
boogie
ones.
boards.
Who's surfing at night?
Dang it.
Yeah, you want a boogie board as well. It's like a lot safer to be
Yeah.
like going a distance.
Safer and Darla don't go in the same sentence.
So, Jackie, you arrive on this magnetrine bike. But yeah, Darla, sorry, what are you saying?
No, it's good. Expediency.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, could Chloe have still run for the jet skis, or is that totally counterintuitive?
If you would like to use your time to do that, you absolutely can. If you can
Barely wants to run.
Okay, if you can make a move check for me, then please. You need 2 successes.
All right. Move. Okay. 3 successes.
You sprint. And as Chloe leaves the rest of you at the beach, you also notice John run as well. As Chloe, as you're running across the coastline of Eden Falls, you hear footsteps slowly begin to, well, not slowly, very quickly actually, begin to keep step with you. As John next to you goes, how do you think you're going to get in? Or know where you're going?
Is he like? Sorry, he's not like keeping pace with me very easily.
Not easily, but just.
Okay. Well, maybe if you're still upright by the time that I get there, you can help.
Okay, and for expediency's sake, you get in. He literally helps you get over the gate and climbs over, and the two of you are able, just as the lights in the town come back on, you are able to commandeer 2 jet skis and drive back along the coastline, back to the beach, just in time for Jackie to also arrive. 2 jet skis and 1 hover bike on the beach
That's way
and
cooler than
on the
ours.
coast.
God damn it, that's way cooler than ours.
Yeah, but your idea was good too. I liked it too.
Thanks.
And Darla, you are grabbing a bunch of polystyrene boogie boards?
No, not if everybody's got cool stuff. I was just trying to get there
cool.
earlier.
Cool stuff. We've got a tourist
I would
stuff.
not
me and
have
John.
waited 30 minutes.
So, what are you all doing?
Eli's
Alright.
just looking to see what the hell I could even fit on here. I'm just like,
Well, the bike's pretty big.
Are they?
It's like a military grade replica. So it's a hefty little thing.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm just waiting to be told where to go.
Okay, there is space on each of the jet skis for 1 additional person, and the remaining can probably fit on Jackie's bike.
Darla would petition if John and Chloe could ride together so that I could have Artie with me.
Okay,
Uh,
sure thing.
Okay.
And then I've got
I was gonna call out to
Jane
Jane.
and Eli. Ooh,
Yeah, Jane's just looking to be told what to do.
Jane's popular, like, damn. I think that Darla would probably verbally beat me down, and I would give up on my I'm gonna ask Jane thing, and I would be like, okay, cool. I can imagine John being like, no, yeah, we can totally go on the same jet ski for sure, and then Chloe's like, oh, I was gonna ask Jane actually, and John's like, no, it's totally cool if we don't though. I'm totally fine with being on the same jet
And
ski.
probably the whole time
So-
Artie is also contesting this. Like, no, it's fine. I'll go with anybody.
Okay. Well, okay. So I want Jane to have at least heard that Chloe did want her on the jet ski, but then Chloe will indeed end up on the jet ski with John in front.
Okay. So, John and Chloe, Darla and Artie, and then Jackie, Jane, and Eli on the Magnetrine bike.
Let's go.
Okay. So, you ride. You ride across the waves, and you ride into darkness. And you ride past the wreckage of this large, twisted metal structure to one side. This magnetrine vehicle that is, even now, still floating in the waves. And looming ahead of you and getting closer, you see 3 near-identical rusted skeletal structures held above the water on giant, thick struts covered in seaweed and shells stuck to their metal surfaces. Cranes and smokestacks protrude from the mass of metal above you, with rusted iron girders long since surrendered to the elements creaking in the wind. And at their bases, where these edifices of oil meet the waves, you see several piers stood next to ladders that stretch up to the platforms above, and moored at the bottom of the middle rig as you approach, you see 2 boats moored. One is a small civilian vessel, clean and shiny. The other, slightly larger, looks to be some kind of fishing vessel, and both, as far as you can tell, are empty as you approach.
the whole ride approaching, Jackie was just yelling back to Jane and Eli, mostly for her own nerves, just being like, do you guys know what magnetrine travel is? Because I can explain it. It's really safe, I promise, despite what we just saw.
And I'm just holding on for dear life because I hate heights. I hate moving too fast, and I'm just looking for these small souls next to me for comfort.
It's just all magnets, Eli. It's just like the Earth's gravitational magnet field. Like, you know that thing?
Chloe's just in her like bikini top and jeans playing like she's just playing like total eclipse of the heart in her head the whole time she's skiing along.
Darla's in her Top Gun moment.
Yeah, Jane's just holding on for her dear life, not enjoying the ride, hoping we get there.
Jane, this sucks. I hate this.
Jackie, keep talking about the bike. That felt nice. Just tell us more.
And the journey across the waves takes around 15 minutes as eventually you pull up alongside the small pier at the bottom and you see the ladder leading up and up and up to the creaky, rusted structure above.
Who would be arriving first? Do we roll
I would
for
say
it?
I would say probably Jackie. Magnetrine
Yeah.
technology unimpeded by waves.
She's waiting for
It
another
is-
30 minutes.
I was doing donuts.
So,
I'll probably like tie the bike to the last rung of the ladder. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. It's not like the waves can carry it away. But just in case.
sure.
And then I'll probably stay on it for Eli and Jane to get off first.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I would have Jane go first and me quickly behind trying to get off this death contraption.
Yeah.
So Jane, as you jump off, you see that in front of you there is a ladder leading to the top of the oil rig as your friends begin to approach from the distance, pulling up alongside the Magnetrine vehicle.
Should I just climb it?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think that's
Well-
a good choice.
Who wants to climb it the most?
I
'Cause
feel like
I'm
we
sure
should
somebody else
definitely
wants
wait
to climb it.
for the other groups. to
Yeah,
show
yeah, that's
up.
probably more smart, right? Not to just jump in. We're gonna think this through.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna sit by the ladder and wait.
Darla pulling up. What are you waiting for?
Go ahead, Darla, climb it. It's all yours.
She would not first because Artie would have to get off the bike before her.
Already gets it.
All right, and then she would. I don't know if there's a way to tie it to. Actually, yes, she would use her chain belt and take that up and loop the bike just to something, and knot it, and then
Cool.
also get off and go up the
Ingenuity.
ladder after Artie.
Chloe would like skid up to the shore and like I think she probably would have seen Jane like looking at the ladder, and even though like Darla is now by the ladder and Jane's not near the ladder, Chloe's like, you don't know how old that thing is, okay? So like good job not climbing that. That would be really bad. Darla can
Darla's
climb it
halfway
instead.
up.
And then it's like skidding up to the like, skidding up to the thing and hopping off. And then I think Chloe would see the way everyone else is like kept the jet skis there and is like, John, does this come with like a rope or anything?
And he just takes his jacket off and just ties one sleeve around the jet ski and the other around the pier, and hopefully that works.
That does work. I was gonna like use your belt instead, but that's like way smarter. Are you cold or are you good?
Adrenaline's kind of keeping me going, so yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well, this is like a Levi's if you want to throw it on if you get cold or anything.
Oh, thank you. Okay. And he looks round at all of you and just waits for whatever's next.
All right,
Darla's gone up the ladder.
Jackie, what is the plan here? We
I'll
flew
go after
on,
Darla.
on a magnet, and I'm just like complaining to myself, just not wanting to climb this ladder. And now we're here, and we're in the water, and it's cold, and we're flying, and I don't want to fly back, but we have to.
So,
Do
who
Darla and
is-
Artie see something at the top as they get there? So we can
So-
warn anybody if it's bad.
As you get up, you see the vast expanse of the oil rig above. And it is quiet, and there are cranes stretching up, and there are smokestacks, and there are chains creaking in the wind. And off towards the middle of the oil rig, you can see that there is a door ajar. And from within, very clear, very clinical, halogen lighting. But between you and this door, you see two individuals rolling what look to be drums of gas. That the last of them? I think so. You really think this will be enough? There's so much oil left in these rigs, we won't need much. These drums are just the match. Take these to the lab downstairs. Once they give the all clear, we can load whatever cargo they want taken. Blow this place sky high. Okay, come on. And they start rolling the drums towards the open door and disappear inside.
Darla would know what this is, right?
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Turning around as everybody is still finally like putting their footing up from the ladder, she would just go shh, and then pull Artie closer to her and go back closer to the group and tell them what she saw. So we better be quick.
So like boom, like it's a bomb, like we're standing on a bomb, like this whole thing is a bomb.
Like we would die, bomb.
Y'all are so brilliant.
Hey, thanks. No one's ever said that to me before.
Honestly, I can't wait for us to die. And like the last thing that Darla did was just like be a pain. That's gonna be so exciting.
We're gonna
That
die?
sounds like a gift.
We're not gonna die. We might die though. But really,
Say
we always
that!
might.
I'm climbing no ladder.
Okay, Jack attack. What's the plan here? We're standing on a bomb.
Could I open my bag and see if Bug is like shaking uncontrollably still?
Bug is terrified. He is as far deep down in the bag as he can possibly be, just shivering.
Bug, I'm gonna need you to be a big, brave man today. You can sense the things that they used with you, so if you have any idea where there's stuff on this rig that we can take with us to make sure it never happens to you again, you'll be extremely brave, but if you don't want to, that's also fine. You just be real helpful, big brave bug.
Can you make a lead check for me, please? You need 2 successes.
I'm cursed!
Are you still cursed? Oh God.
Yeah, Mika didn't utilize her last one.
My what?
Oh, Harley was asking if you're still cursed.
Yeah, I forgot that Mika has been like individually targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been mega cursed.
Love that for you. Like, love that for you.
Come on, chat. As Bug
Can I spin blesses and get 2 successes?
Give us more curses.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Alright. I'll spend 2 blesses to get 2 successes. Bars.
Hell yeah.
Bars.
Bug
I spice the
slowly lifts both his binoculared eyes out of the bag and peeking over your shoulder, just looks in the direction of the door that the 2 men disappeared into. Robert Logan.
Alright. Yeah, they're in that
Can you
room.
stuff that bug?
Bug, you can communicate, it's fine. Don't listen to Darla.
No.
Yeah!
He doesn't need to mimic my voice.
Okay, but he only has a few words right now. I don't think we need to worry about that.
It.
Heels
Just don't want my
together!
voice to be heard in case somebody's listening.
You're talking right now.
I'm whispering right now.
Tomato, tomato. Listen, that's the room.
Tomato, tomato!
So
Darla
would
Darla-
They're not expecting us, so we could either go in guns blazing. Not literally,
No more guns.
Darla. Not literally.
uh,
Or we could
I
sneak
didn't have
around
it
and
with me,
see
I
if we
put it
can
away.
swipe it before they get it.
So like recon sauce.
Let's do that.
Recon sauce.
Maybe not guns blazing, even if
No.
it's a metaphor. I don't
Yeah.
think it's
Um,
smart.
John, do you know
Muscles
anything
bulge.
about muscles bulging? John, do you know anything about like the layout? I feel like this is a stupid question. I don't know. Did you ever go on like a tour here or anything?
No, God, no, these were closed before I was even born. I know people used to dare people to swim out here, but no, I've never been out here.
Did you say
Wait.
no to the dare?
What about you, Artie? You're
Yeah, I
tech
said
nerd.
no to the dare. And Artie sort of looks at you and, yeah, I mean, I've seen blueprints occasionally. I know most of the refining took place down in the depths, but I mean, I don't know if
blueprints. Well, the blueprints that I have, were they only just for other robots, or would they also help us in any way with the facility?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
You need 2 successes.
Ugh. Oh, yeah, baby.
Pain.
Love that for me.
Pain.
Yeah, nothing.
So-
She's gonna take him out and hand him to Artie.
I will say that also with a fail, you are exhausted or scared, which?
Exhausted. She's so tired of Chloe.
Yet I
Artie,
stay with my stats strong.
Artie takes the blueprints and, yeah, okay, so there are going to be some stairs up ahead, and, there should be a large room at the bottom. So who wants to go first? And he shrinks back in a definitely not me kind of way as he just holds the blueprints close to him.
I'll go.
And John looks at you and, oh, okay. I will follow then. And can I ask all of you to make sneak checks for me, please?
Do we need a collective number, or
Yes, you require 6 in total, all of you.
easy? I hope.
2.
I
We have
got
4.
But I'm cursed, so take away a success.
I'm gonna use the
We
bless,
have
so I have
4
2 as
now.
well.
Dang, I would have had 3.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, how many does that come to? Sorry. So,
So
it's got
2, 4.
2,
5?
4,
You
5.
can use one of my
6.
blesses
6.
if you need.
No,
Oh,
because
do we have
it's
6?
It's 6.
Bella, you have some
1,
blesses.
2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
pass.
6.
Okay.
Bam.
So, you are all silent as you walk over this creaking structure, through the door, and down the stairs. And like I say, unlike the rest of the oil rig, the interior is lit with strips of halogen lighting, bright, almost acidic to the eye as you make your way down metal stairs. Until eventually you find yourself on a long metal gantry, iron railings surrounding it. To your right, a spiral staircase stretches down to the floor below, where you can see there is piled a large stack of metal barrels, all marked with explosive yellow warning signs. But as you look down to the floor below, you see a brightly lit space, altogether different from the weather-beaten exterior. In here you see shining walls and surfaces, giant fans and strange machinery, workbenches covered in mechanical parts, wiring tools, and long halogen strips in the ceiling above. And over against the far side of the wall, stood almost as high as the ceiling itself, you see 5 giant robots. They are covered in orange plating, humanoid in shape, with giant arms and legs. Their gigantic shoulders are festooned with what look to be, to your eyes, Darla and Jackie, anti-aircraft weaponry, and what look to be empty rocket ports. And in each of their chests, all of you see a small square hatch, similar to that on Bug, large enough for a black box. And in place of heads, they instead have white domes, in the center of which there is a single, unlit eye, currently off. But in the room you see 5 other individuals. You see the 2 individuals that you saw previously bringing the barrels down, and you also see 2 individuals in white lab coats. One of them, a short man with thinning brown hair and a messy beard framing wide, pale features, is deep in conversation with the 5th individual in the room, the mayor's assistant, Poppy Kincaid, looking nervous as ever, staring through her large glasses, as both of them are stood around 15 feet from where the barrels stand at the bottom of the stairs. And next to these two individuals who are talking, sat atop a workbench, inside foam cushioning in an open black briefcase, you see the black box. The two are in conversation and are not paying attention to the gantry, but as you observe all of this, what are you all doing?
I'm just
Can I ask
looking at-
Bug to start recording?
Absolutely,
Can Bug
you can.
record video? With his little eyes.
Make a programming check for me.
Oh!
Say your mom
You
helped
need-
you make it.
2 successes you need.
Do I get to use my tool bag?
Jackie
Yeah,
would be so
no, I'll allow
offended
that.
if this didn't work.
How many successes do I need?
2.
You
So you can
require
get it.
2.
I am cursed, so I take away a success, but then I use 2 blesses to get 2 successes.
Hey.
That's hot.
And that's my last. I mean, I have so many curses.
You figure
Well, you need
that
more
with a
curses,
little
you said?
bit of tinkering behind his eyes, you can probably connect it up to the tape deck and try and create at least something akin to, not a good recording, but it's definitely within your skill set, I'd say.
Cool. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to like fold the flap on my bag back so that Bug can always be watching where he needs to.
Okay. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Eli,
Nervous.
Eli's just watching to make sure nobody's sneaking around or like is paranoid. There might be other people here. So I'm like on like watchdog duty.
Yeah, I think
make
I would
it.
maybe follow you around to do that too. 'Cause I'm scared.
So can both of you make investigate checks for me, please?
Watch this. Whoopam! Damn it. Wait, I have a blessing I'm gonna use, so I have 1 success.
Okay.
I have blessings. I could use another.
Okay. So, Eli, you move around, and your paranoia is getting somewhat the better of you as you're just looking around. But, Jane, as you look on, and Bug is also capturing this as well, you see that the people downstairs, they are the only other individuals in the room. No one appears to be looking out for you, although everyone appears very on edge down below. And Chloe and Darla, before we key into what Jane overhears, is there anything either of you are doing? While Eli and Jane move off in one direction, and Jackie fiddles with Bug to one side.
What's John doing?
John is just watching, and you see him looking intently at the black box. It is the first time he has seen it since he first lost it a week ago.
What do you think?
That, things might have been a lot worse if I hadn't taken that box.
And he gestures towards the robots on the other side.
Sorry. And I was gonna like look over at them nervously, and just I guess I don't know, just be. If this was D&D, I'd be prepping an action. I'd just be on alert. Is what I would do.
Okay, what are you preparing to be on alert for? Because
For hiding.
Okay,
Yeah, like anything I can duck behind, or like yeah.
in which case your next sneak roll, I will add an automatic success, seeing as you are preparing to do that. And Darla, are you doing anything at all?
So there's only 2 people here that are not us, obviously.
So there's Poppy Kincaid, there's the scientist she is talking to, there is another scientist, and then there are the 2 men who are currently
That's right.
preparing barrels as well.
Where are they all in proximity to us?
So, down at the bottom of the spiral staircase, there is the pile of barrels, which means if you were to sneak down there, you would probably have at least a temporary barrier to hide behind. The workbenches are on the other side of these barrels, and so I would say upon getting downstairs, you would probably have 10 feet between you and the black box itself. It's currently sat on one of the workbenches next to the scientist and Poppy.
Is everybody else staying up top right now?
At the
Okay.
moment,
Yeah, I'm getting evidence.
Okay. Yeah. Darla would like to sneak down that staircase.
Okay. Can you make a separate sneak roll for me then,
Yes.
please?
I can try. That's what I should say. Oh, baby.
Ooh.
You got any
That's-
blesses?
Wait, you should,
You should
right?
have a bless.
I don't have enough.
Okay. Do you want to risk a reroll?
Oh. Darla loves a good reroll.
Not really.
Come on. No, we love to gamble though, don't we?
Gamba.
You know, okay, maybe. It's my last reroll. And the last time I said that, it was great. So there's no way it wouldn't be the same, right?
Yeah, your last reroll is your next success.
Oh, I confused it, actually. I meant the other way around.
So,
Yeah.
as Darla sneaks down, Jane, you overhear the following, and Jackie, from where you are, Bug also records the following just as you manage to snap your tools into place. Well, we have managed to delay DARPA for just a moment. It's a shame that our work will be set back by so many months, but such is life. We have the box. So long as it remains with us, it'll be easy enough to replicate the rest. And Poppy steps forward. So, what are we doing? What have you been up to? Wow, the mayor really didn't want to know what she was covering up, did she? No. There is a Cold War happening, Miss Kincaid. The world is at a standstill, east and west, in a game of chicken, both hoping the other will stand down first. And that's what these are? The second stage of a much smaller robot that we were testing the box on. But they have weapons. I thought military robots were outlawed years ago. Strictly speaking, yes. So if the government were to find out, Miss Kincaid, if the government find out what we are doing here, these robots are the least of our problems. And at this point, he starts to check the box. And looking it over, this box, taken from the loop, truth be told, we don't know what it is, Miss Kincaid, developed by scientists, a new element, perhaps something from another time, another dimension, whatever they are working on in that underground base, who knows? But the important thing is the practical applications. You replicate this box, stick it on one of those bad boys, capable of transporting it behind enemy lines, disrupting electronic signals and reprogramming enemy robotics, and at this point, he closes the briefcase. Not just an EMP, but a focused, targeted override. A hard reset on the world's technology. Well, you have a pretty potent weapon, don't you, Miss Kincaid? And one that world powers will pay through the nose for. And he takes the briefcase off the table and is holding it by his side. So, Mr. Logan wanted to win the Cold War. Wars come, wars go. And the Logan family lost the war against clean energy years ago. Come on, everyone, pack it up. No, what Mr. Logan wanted was the one sure thing we have in this life. Mr. Logan wanted to make a profit. And in exchange for covering up the existence of this lab, your boss certainly stood to earn a whole lot of money. And now it's been compromised? Who knows what the future holds, Miss Kincaid. All right. Let's set him to blow. We have the box. Let's go. And at this point, they start moving off. And as they do so, Darla, stepping down the stairs, you trip at the bottom. and slamming into one of the barrels at the bottom of this spiral staircase. As it slowly rolls into the middle of the lab.
Wait, which way
And
is it rolling toward them?
It is rolling towards them, yes. Slowly.
How big is this?
It's an oil drum. It's big.
Yes. Could I, as Darla, utilize this force to really push this barrel to knock them over? And could I
Make a force
argue
check
that
for
it
me.
is my pride? Because I don't stand down from a fight.
You can absolutely make that argument. As you push it forward, who are you aiming it at?
Are they not in a gaggle together? Who's where?
So there is Poppy and the scientist with the box together. There is another scientist just towards the back of the room, and there are the two men who are stood right next to you.
Yeah, Darla's going bowling. We're gonna get Poppy with the box.
Okay. So the rest of you watch as Darla just kicks the barrel forward and you see Poppy just, oh, no, and it smacks into her and the scientist, sending the box going flying up into the air as the briefcase lands on the ground down below, as both the scientist and Poppy keel over, and you swear you hear a as the scientist clutches his foot as the barrel collides with it. The rest of you from the gantry up above, what are you doing?
How high is this
Straight.
box flying in the air?
I would say probably around 15 feet. It is just below the gantry.
All right, Eli's going for the hero play. All my football training's leading
Come
to
on,
this
football
moment.
boy.
I am lunging for this box
Okay.
with everything in me.
I'm gonna need you to make a move check for me, please. You need
Here we go,
three
here we go, here we go.
successes.
Can I
3
catch him when he falls?
successes.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, you have 2 blesses?
2, 3 successes, baby!
It is just about to slip through your fingers when, Eli, you just push yourself down a little bit more and you grab it by its handle, and the rest of you see that Eli is holding this briefcase just below the gantry. What are you all doing?
Let's go!
Go!
So, can everyone make move checks for me, please?
Boy, oh boy.
2!
2.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
1.
Okay.
Darla?
Baby, strike!
Well exhausted.
As one of the men who was rolling the barrels leaps towards you, Darla, you spin round and you are able to kick his shin as he falls down to the ground. And
too
as
slow.
you are all, and as you run up the spiral staircase, and the rest of you begin to run up the stairs, you hear one of the scientists just shout, "No, get them!" And as they do so, suddenly the man on the ground, Darla, as you rush up the gantry, all of you beginning to congregate at the door leading up to the top of the oil rig, you turn around and you see that the man who was pushing the oil drums suddenly brings out a pistol. And as he begins to pull the trigger, you hear the scientist go, No! I need you all to make another move check for me, please.
Can I, just to clarify, sorry, is he aiming it at specifically Darla or just all of us?
He is aiming specifically in the direction of Eli.
Okay. I'll
That's
use
who
my
just got
blesses.
cursed.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that I would probably try and assist Jane, but Jane's good, so never mind.
Do I have a plus or something, or 2, or something?
You have like a bunch. Hang on. You have 3.
Yeah, you were given 3 solely for yourself.
Then
I
I'll
will
But I
use
would also
say-
love to assist Jane.
Anyone who gets fewer than 3 successes might have a
die.
problem.
Okay.
So-
I'll use 3.
Like all of us.
Oh,
Why not
fine.
reroll?
No
I'll
lucks,
use
no
cool.
rerolls, no blesses. Huh?
Could I argue that this is like, I am the one thing in life I can control. You know what I mean? Like I was prepped to sneak and like hide away. So could I
Go for it. To
possibly-
be honest, I will let your earlier prep bleed across.
Okay.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
have a question. Would
Yes.
a bullet offend me?
I mean, these people might. I would.
Cool.
If
I'm
you could
offended
make-
by that man pulling a gun on a bunch of kids.
Okay.
I'll like one success to Jane possibly in my like assist of Jane.
Yay.
How do I assist
Okay.
Jane?
It's up to you. Role play.
Oh,
I re-roll and got a 0.
oh
Okay.
Join me,
okay.
Eli.
Your boy's getting shot.
I would say that probably Chloe just jumps like to get in front of Jane, no matter how like awkwardly she does
Aw.
that.
Okay. As you do that, and as you throw yourself in front of Jane, suddenly, as you run up the stairs, the bullet misses you, Eli. And you hear a doof, 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 doof. And from the room behind you, you hear a spark.
No!
No.
What?
As you all begin to run from inside the oil rig,
Are we on
suddenly you are running out. As you make your way out, and Darla and Eli, you are both injured as you fly out the other side. Chloe, you throw yourself in front of Jane as you are both flung out, and I will say, Jane, you are fine, but Chloe, you are injured as well. Jackie, what did you roll again?
0!
0, you are also injured as you are all
Wait,
flung
I thought you used your
out of...
pride.
I am not. The pride does not make sense.
I'd be offended if they pulled a gun on
As
kids.
you all fly out of the oil rig and onto the top of it, and you can feel underneath the whole building is beginning to crash open beneath. What are you all doing?
Wait, where's
have
John?
to jump.
Where's John?
Where's
He
Artie?
is just behind you, and you can see that John is literally carrying Artie behind him and going, "I'm right behind you!"
I'm just gonna point to the railing and then look at Eli and be like, I really can't swim, so you're gonna have to help.
Okay, and I just grab you and we just leap right off.
Darla's the furthest back, coming from downstairs. She's hightailing as quick as she can.
Jane, hey. You gotta jump with everyone else, okay? Can you do
Okay,
that? Is that
alright, we're gonna jump?
cool? Yeah, we can do it together. Here,
I hate
yeah,
this,
it's
but
cool.
okay,
No,
okay.
we got this. It's like flying. It's fine.
Okay, I really don't want to die.
Okay, John, you go first.
Okay, and John just grabs Artie and just looking down over the railings, as you can see that the oil rig is beginning to just tilt at an angle. He just, okay, you trust me? And Artie's like, no, not really, and he just jumps off the edge and
my
down
boy.
into the sea below. Can all...
He's a bitch. We got this.
So, can I ask all of you to make move checks for me, please, as you jump down? Or force,
love a
whichever you would
blessing.
rather.
Oh,
Of a blessing
Uber
right
full.
now.
I'm gonna try and re-roll.
I'm gonna try to reroll
Oh.
too. I'm gonna be
What?
real.
Oh, you got the
Chloe
nut.
nutted. Chloe nutted.
You got the nut.
Okay, I got one success.
Oh.
on my re-roll.
I'm gonna re-roll as well.
Hey, both my rerolls.
2
were
successes.
0.
Let's go.
I got a success.
I did a flip,
You could
and it was
re-roll,
glorious.
I got 2.
So, did everyone get one success at least?
Yeah,
Jane
Eli
got
and
0.
Darla got 2.
Not me.
You could re-roll.
I did. Oh, it's also
So-
0.
As you all jump into the water, you are engulfed in cold water as you begin to just sink down. And you have to force yourself back up and up and up until eventually you can hear salt water lapping all around you and sloshing against your mouth as you keep afloat.
Wait,
And Chloe,
question.
yes.
How are Jackie, Eli, and Darla injured? This is important.
I'm also injured.
Oh, did you get hit too? Or
Oh yeah, we all got. It's like a big explosion thing.
Yeah.
I thought you rolled
You-
6. Oh no, you gave one to Jane. How are we injured?
You all just hit the deck. You have a variety of sprains and bruises that will get a lot worse later
No
on.
exposed cuts?
No exposed cuts.
Okay, then nobody has salt wound.
Oh god.
But
Sharks are not after us.
We're
Chloe,
good.
as you come to the surface, suddenly you can see that fire is streaming into the air above you, and smoke rises. But as it does so, you see Jackie come to the surface. You see Darla. You see Eli, and you see John and Artie. But with your failure, Jane, you can't see Jane anywhere. Chloe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna dive back under the water and try and look for her.
Okay, can you make an investigate check for me, please?
1 success. But that was the
You
one
are-
dice I had.
You can see her just below, unconscious.
I'm gonna swim to Jane and try and like grab her from like under the arms and swim with her in my big strong tennis arms.
Okay, can you make a move check or a force check, whichever you would rather?
2 successes.
You push upwards, up, as bits of fiery debris begin to fall from above and down into the water, crashing all around you, echoing throughout the darkness of the water as you bring your arms around your sister and you kick up and up towards the orangey light above. And you break above the water. Your friends all around you, kicking towards the jet bikes and the magnetrine vehicle. You can see Poppy Kincaid's boat floating up and down, and you can see the Fisher trawler next to it as well. But you bring Jane up, and Jane is still unconscious next to you. But
Like
she is
wiggling
breathing.
her. Hey, Jane. Come on, sis, come on. Hey, Jane.
And Jane, can you make a comprehend check for me, please?
Sure.
Are we still in the water?
You are still in the water unless
Yeah,
you're trying to get out.
I'd be actively pointing at the jet skis, but
Oh, poor Jane.
Do you have any
Blesses.
blesses you can use?
Yeah.
I thought I was out because I
You-
used
I think you
2
used
at
them
some
all.
point, and then 1 before that.
how many
Yeah.
did you use today?
3.
You still
You
one
have
more then.
a bless each. Your 3 blesses. Yeah. So
Yeah.
You can
You
get
have
one
one more.
success.
you still have a a bless.
I'll just fail.
Jane is unconscious in your arms, Chloe.
Okay. Eli,
Yeah.
can you help me?
Yeah. Somebody please take this box. I also have Jackie.
Jackie?
What about John and Artie?
It's Jackie. She's so small. Sorry, John. I'm
John
sorry,
just-
Jane. It's gonna have to be John. I know you would have preferred Eli. I'm sorry.
John just swims over and just... What? Is she okay?
I don't know, but all that matters is that we get her to somewhere she can be. So can you just help me take her to the jet skis, please?
Yeah, okay. And he just reaches down and sort of lifts her up and just swims over towards one of the jet skis and just pushes Jane over the top of it. And you can see that she is sodden, her hair covers her face as it just spreads across the jet ski. And what are all of you doing as this structure is slowly beginning to collapse above you, creaking and moving down into the ocean beneath you?
I'm telling John to just hit the accelerator. I'm not like looking at anybody else, and I probably just put Jane on her side and like hold her there as we speed off.
Darla
Yeah,
would have helped
helping-
Artie up.
Helping Eli tread water.
I
Feeling
assume
bad.
my headcanon right now is you are like on my shoulders, like Ratatouille style, like pointing me to the boat. And I'm just like, okay, which way from here? I can't see anything.
And then Bug is on
Like
my
shoulder
shoulders.
muscles.
Ratatouille style.
Just going, oh no, as you begin to make your way over and crawl onto the magnetrine vehicle. And Darla, I'm assuming you are getting back onto the jet ski.
Yeah.
with
During Chloe saving Jane, she would have already gotten on her jet ski and helped Artie up.
He
And
comes
she's
up with you and
probably
he's
like waving at everybody over here.
And as John and Chloe and Jane speed ahead of you all, and you all turn and follow, Chloe, as John rides, Jane rests against you as you speed over the waves towards the coastline. And as you all turn over your shoulders to look at the horizon, you can see that slowly the middle oil rig is beginning to fall to one side and descend into the ocean as you hold the case, Eli, under your armpit. Jackie riding forward, followed swiftly by Darla and Artie. And John pulls up onto the beachhead and just immediately brings Jane down onto the sand and starts to try CPR. And you can see that you have landed fairly close to the large bonfire, and students are partying around it and dancing, and music plays over. And one by one, as your vehicles begin to pull up on the shore, suddenly they are all looking in your direction and start, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and start whispering and moving over towards all of you. Yes.
Since I'm not hindered by a jet ski, like, on water, would I be able to just continue riding with Eli to find, like, the closest ambulance? My intention is to, like, drop Eli off with someone and then immediately take Bug and the recording to the police.
Absolutely. I will say, as you look down on Chloe and Jane, and you see Darla and Artie about to arrive, you two just bolt off into the distance, just... And, yeah, I will say you're able to drop Eli off, and you are able to head straight to Edenfold Sheriff Department. As back on the beach, Darla, you jump off with Artie, and you see Chloe and Jane there on the beach. Chloe, what are you doing?
I'm seeing Staying Alive while John does the chest compressions to the BPM.
Cool. Can you make a lead check for me, please? Okay. You need 2 successes.
She's a really good singer. I don't know if you knew that, but like, honestly, she's okay. That's gonna be a 1 success. It's not that good of a singer. I don't have a bless. I used mine long ago, sadly.
You sing, and eventually, Darla, you watch as the emotion simply becomes too much for Chloe, and you can see that as much as she is singing, the rhythm is slowing, and the words are catching.
I'm a dancing man and I just can't lose.
Is it Chloe who's doing chest compressions or John?
John.
It is John.
I'm singing while he does it.
Oh, okay. Darla would look at Artie, first look him over just to make sure that he's okay, and then when seeing that we're all just kind of a mess and nobody is as bad off as Jane, she would grab his arm and run over to Chloe and them. Is she okay? Is she breathing?
Yeah, no, she's fine. She's fine. She just has to like wake up.
She's not fine. Chloe, are you okay? And she's gonna put her hand up against your forehead.
No,
like,
she's fine.
fever?
I like pushed your hand away. I'm not. I haven't got a fever. I'm
I
just
want you to force check me.
stressed out. Oh, okay.
Just because I want to roll.
Oh, okay. 1 success.
3 success.
successes.
I almost break your hand.
Okay.
She does
awesome.
not. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so your hand is back on my forehead?
Yeah. Well, no. Like as you're pushing her away, she would push back and not go back to your forehead, but just kind of grab your shoulders and look at you and just like, you've got to get a grip.
I've got a grip. She's fine. She's
No,
literally
you don't,
she's
Chloe.
breathing. I gotta do this right now. I gotta do this right now. And I'm just gonna like push John away from Jane and try and do CPR instead.
Okay. Can you make a force check for me, please?
Okay. 0 successes. Let's go.
You start, and then you slow, and you slow, and you are exhausted. You are absolutely drained. And as you collapse against your sister, Jane, you feel a weight against your chest as your eyes slowly flicker open, and you can see that there is a whole bunch of 9.99 out of 10 hair all across your face.
Do you think it's because she hates the Bee Gees? Do you think I should have done something? Do you think I should do a different one? I don't know what other one.
Hi, Chloe.
This was the only something one is. Huh?
Hi, Chloe.
Hey,
What's up?
Jay? Hi. Hey. And I like prop myself up like on your shoulders, and I immediately like catch myself. Hi. Are you okay?
My nose feels so salty. It smells gross.
Oh, hey, that's okay. Do you want to like roll over? We'll just roll you over, and you can just like against the sand.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Chloe.
That's yeah, no worries. Can you do you want to tell me about your favorite kind of sandwiches?
Pepperoni, capicola, black olives, black olives, black olives, more black olives, more black olives, more black olives. I want it to look like there's spiders in the sandwich. There's so many olives. It's literally black olive sandwich with a side of meat.
Yeah, it's like that's like European. That's like really classy. That's really cool. So
Thanks.
when
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm so fine. Do you want to have
Good.
sandwiches when we get home?
I would love to have sandwiches.
Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go to.
Yeah, I love you.
Oh, okay. So like, but you're not dying, right?
Why would I die? I'm a child. You can't kill me. I just started my life.
Yeah, you did.
We
Yeah.
have so
okay.
much things to do together.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Cool. I was really worried for a second there because I was like, how we told people that we didn't know each other, I got really
Yeah.
scared. What if we weren't lying, and like, what if I never really got to know you, but like I do, and I get to have olives. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't say that. I love you. I'm sorry I'm always like the way I am, but like you're so cool. You're so nice. You're too nice to everybody literally all the time. Like it's not like I've ever thought like a single bad thing about you. You're just everything I ever wanted to be. That's it. Like, you're too cool for me. That's all.
So like you liked me this whole time?
Yes. I literally wanted you forever. 'Cause you're so cool. And you made me feel like I didn't have to be you. I could just be me. And that makes me love you more.
I wasn't even being me. I was trying to be a Chloe that you'd like. But thank God I don't have to do that anymore.
You don't have to do anything. I like you when you're, happy or when you're sad or when you're mean to me or whenever. I like it. I like that you're my sister. I wouldn't want another sibling because they would never compare to you. I love you. I'm sorry that it's hard for me to say nice things. They just feel gross coming out of my mouth.
No, I get
But I feel like the salt in my nose is so distracting that it makes the words easier to say.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I love you too. I wish I had loved you better. But I couldn't have loved you more,
You have not loved me the wrong amount or whatever. Like, you have always made me feel too loved, to the point that it's annoying, but in like a nice way, Like,
Well,
I
it
can't
saved
die
your life,
because you
so
love me
that's-
so much, and it's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. That's really nice. Okay, I might go quiet for a sec, but like, no offense, okay? And I just like collapse against John.
John just sort of holds you and just, hey, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
Can Darla be
And-
keeping everybody back?
Oh yeah, like there is
Aggressively.
a huge crowd, and as you're keeping people back, you see Lana stood there just
my
looking at them both and just being like, what the hell is she talking about? And just sort of looking at Chloe and sort of catching eyes with you, Darla. What the hell are you looking at?
Can I just punch her?
I'll allow that a free success.
Thank you.
As in the crowd, there's just a thunk, and you hear the soft sound of someone hitting the sand as an ambulance slowly comes over the top of the beach. Eli, you with them, as we pan out, as paramedics begin to rush down onto the beach and around Jane and Chloe and Darla and Artie and John, as off in the distance, the fire of the oil rig turns into the sunrise of the next morning. It is a new day in Eden Falls, and indeed, it is a new era for the town. As over the next few weeks and drawn out court cases, Mr. Logan is indicted for a number of cases of industrial espionage and crimes against the US government. And thanks primarily to your recording, Jackie, Mayor Hirsch is similarly associated. And while her connections with these court cases, she refutes as being lulled into a deal that she did not fully understand. It is clear that her political career, it will not be an easy way back for her. And life, for better or for worse, falls back into old patterns. School, weekends. But over the next few weeks and months, what are each of you doing? I will say, Eli, let's go with you first.
So would this put us in? Would we still be in school in this
Over the
time
next-
period?
Yes, you would
Okay.
absolutely be. So any interactions that any of you want to have together or individually?
I feel like I would be just probably to an annoying extent, just checking in on all our friends and making sure everyone's fine. I don't think Eli's paranoia would be all the way over with. I would still be a little head on the swivel. And in more of a fun thing, I'm gonna get Quinn to teach me how to ride a bike because Eli never learned how to ride a bike. But Quinn knows how, so that's my goal. I just want to ride a bike.
Make a tinker check for me to see how well this goes.
Please. Wait, I'm not injured anymore, right?
Ooh.
You are not, no. All of you can get rid of any conditions that you have.
2 successes.
You are a natural, Eli Sparrow, and your sister is thrilled as you start doing circles. And bear in mind, you're using her bike. You are much bigger than this, and so you are moving around the driveway. And as you do so, you can see that your father is stood on the porch, just looking at you, and he's sort of, "Bravo! Bravo!"
I'm doing it. Okay, this is fine, right? It's like still a little wobbly, but
Yep,
like.
hang on.
is
Yep, you're
it good?
You're good.
Okay,
There you
okay,
go,
okay.
there you go. Hey, son, I was wondering if I could have a word.
Yeah, of course. Let me put down this bike that I know how to ride. How is everything okay? Did mom catch you smoking? I didn't tell her. promise.
No. I just wanted to say, I've been away from home too often as of late. I want to be here. I want to be here with you and with Quinn and your mom, and some things are just more important than work, and I thought you should hear that.
Thank you. I don't want this to come across really harsh, but I'm excited to actually get to know you. I feel like we have a lot of catching up to do, and I think it'll be good. I hope.
Well, we still have to debrief over all of the phone calls I've been having with the sheriff's department. So that can be a good start, but yes.
Yeah, all of that stuff. Well, how about this? As we are trying to figure this out, I promise that if there's any questions you have or anything you want to know that I maybe forgot to tell because sometimes I don't remember too well, I will answer as truthfully as possible, and then you can know that I'm, trying to be a good person.
Son, you already are.
And
I promise that you want to get to know me? You can.
So, what's your middle name? I don't actually know.
He just grabs you round the neck and starts dragging you in towards the house as Jackie. What are you doing over the next few weeks?
You already know the answer. Spending time with the pops. I feel like he's probably pretty late stage with his illness. So Jackie is just kind of soaking up whatever time she can get with him. I think her and her mom have the idea that 5 months tops, maybe.
So one day, as you are tinkering in the workshop, he comes round the corner, blanket over his shoulders, and so, I have yet to actually see this thing in action. And he pats the magnetrine vehicle.
Are you asking for a ride, Pop?
Well, is it anything like riding a horse?
I know this is gonna be sacrilege to you, but it's even better.
Okay. Well, how about you ride and I hop along for the ride?
If you think you can keep your bladder from spilling out, because we're gonna hug these turns, Pop. I'm not gonna go easy on you.
Now, Jackie, I'm an ill man. My bladder is a very sensitive subject.
Oh, here we go again.
How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I feel like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, even though I think it already has.
And as you say this, over on the workbench, Bug just and just hops onto your shoulder and rubs up against you and just go, so, we're a team. Heels together.
Heels together, Bug. All right, Pop. You better tie your shoelaces.
Okay, come on. Here we go. Help me up. Oh, okay.
And with that, you head off into the horizon, your dad hanging on for dear life, as you hear from the kitchen window, "Now, Jackie, Elliot, where do you think you're going?" As your mum's voice disappears into the distance. And Darla, what are you doing with the next few weeks?
She would probably be with Artie teaching Linda tricks while still waiting for Jenkins to get better and out of the hospital, so that by the time he's out, Linda's able to, roll over, or do a little handshake, or, fetch him something that he needs just because it gives her something to do and something her already get to bond over. And by the time that he would get out, she would be over there all the time just to go and see Linda. Even if Jenkins is not around, she would just go and like sneak retreats and just become a sudden dog lover that she didn't know she was.
As you do so on one day, you see Jenkins outside of the gas station, and he's just sort of sitting there and looking over numerous blueprints that he has laid out on one of the cars. And as you approach, and Linda runs over towards you, and Jenkins looks up and,
How are you doing?
Pretty good. And she's on her knees, like ruffling Linda's ears and just petting her. What you got there?
Well,
and he pushes them in your direction, and you can see that they are a near perfect copy of some of the blueprints that you took from Robert Logan's briefcase. And
honestly, I'm just trying to see if I can piece together who it was that gave the box to Logan in the first place.
Huh. That's not something I ever thought about. Why? Do you think that that's important?
I don't know.
and he looks off in the direction of the 3 cooling towers of the loop in the distance.
Maybe not, but I'm old and I need a hobby. Thank you for looking after Linda, by the way.
Of course. But I'm young and need a hobby. Let me help you figure this out.
Is your friend gonna be tagging along?
You can say his name.
The kid who got me fired.
All right. That's not his name. But yes, Artie will always be tagging along.
Well, then you should tell him to watch his back.
I already warned you once, old man.
Yeah. He'll
Gonna
stab
warn
me in
you
the
again.
back. Okay, then. You want some coffee?
Black, please.
Okay. I'm sure there's something left over.
And he heads on into the gas station as Chloe and Jane. Are there anything that the both of you want to do over the next few weeks?
So here's what I'm thinking from Chloe's a epilogue scene. I would say that Chloe is probably, if he'd like to, started dating John casually, and I would like her epilogue scene to be her watching TV with Jane. I think that we would be waiting for Get Smart to come on, but also Chloe would have managed to convince Jane to watch Martina Navratilova in a tennis tournament. So like, she's pretty cool. Like, you're muted, babe. Oh my god, you're muted.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I love tennis
Yeah.
so much. I mean, she's not as good as Nadal, but who can be?
Nadal. I don't think I know Nadal. Well,
Federer,
I mean,
Andy Roddick, McEnroe.
that might be like a European one, maybe.
Okay.
I like Martina because she's she's a lesbian actually. She came out in '81.
Whoa. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember. Adults can be gay.
Well, like I think, like, do you think like people our age could also be lesbians? Do you think?
Yeah, no, I just didn't realize that like everybody can be gay in the whole world. And that's cool and fun. But I'm not.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
But it's cool when you're like a lady and you play tennis and you're gay. Like you can just have it like there's no problems, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think she has problems, but also she's still winning all the time and they still put her in tournaments anything I can imagine being worried about that.
Yeah, no, that... Because, like, I know some people have, like, weird stuff to say about it. But they're
Yeah.
wrong. Because who freaking cares?
Yeah. Do you think, do you like John, by the way?
Like, I don't want to steal your boyfriend.
No, I know. Oh my god, no, I mean like. I just mean like, do you think
okay.
him and me like fit, like, do we like go together, do you think?
No,
Like,
yeah, you guys should
make
get
sense.
married and have a farm and invite me over, and then you make us a really good meal on the barbecue. He's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah. I don't know if like, I think I'm just like young, you know what I mean? Like
Well, if
I
you
kinda
don't
wanna be, like,
want
his
to be with him,
friend.
you can break up with him whenever you want.
But like, do you think he'll be my friend afterwards?
No.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he's
just
cool.
like, like it might not ever work out, but it might. So like, if you like him now, you like him now. So it's good.
Yeah, or like I might like him later. That's cool though. Cool. There's like an ad break now if you want to grab some more like Cheez-Its. But then this episode 99's like by herself. This one's really exciting.
Ooh, that's cool. This is way better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's like actually funny.
Such good shows that you know.
It's honestly just this one, but like it's really good. Like, I mean, the first couple seasons, but like even though it's from like the 60s, it's still like really funny.
Yeah, I love it.
As you say this, from the stairs above the basement, you just hear, Sweetie, one of your friends is here? Is it
Oh,
Darla?
Which Sweetie?
Darla's here. I mean, both of you are my sweeties.
Cool. She's probably here for you. So.
I don't think so.
Then why would she be here for me?
I don't know the girl.
The door swings open and Darla is at the top of the stairs. As Charlotte, Jane's mum, stands there and you can go down. Do any of you want anything at all? Any snacks or?
Well, we're gonna get. Can we have Cheez-Its?
And maybe an Arnold Palmer.
Around, coming right up, and she heads off as Darla, you descend the stairs to see Chloe and Jane as an ad break goes across the TV.
Yeah, she would just walk down the stairs. Y'all are just hiding down here.
We live here, so.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm here.
Why? Hi.
Are you gonna like kill us?
And why would you put me first in this situation? They obviously don't want me here.
I don't know why she's here. I'm
Respond to
confused.
this. I figured we'd be friends after a few weeks.
And as the day continues, Eli, eventually you arrive at the house, and Jackie eventually not moving in, but eventually moving towards the house. You two find your way into the basement as Cheez-Its, Arnold Palmer's, and many more snacks and drinks besides are brought down. Eventually, John, too, arrives, and sort of awkwardly sitting between Chloe and Jane, and then thinking the better of it and just moving to the other side just so the two sisters can sit together. As TV flickers across all of you, as you have one final group scene together, TV playing.
How's your dad doing, Jackie?
I mean, it's getting a little hard for him to breathe and like walk around, so we have him set up in the lazy boy in the living room where he can look out the window at his horses and he can watch TV. And Bug has become quite a little helper for him. So I left Bug to hang out with him while I'm here.
He's like a little bugler. Butler, bug.
I get what you're going with.
Give him a bow tie, and then he's just a little guy.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you think he's better or worse at pretending to be a butler than Eli?
I look over at Jane.
Better.
Yeah, probably.
That's okay. Whatever. We're all here.
Well, thanks for coming, Jackie. That means a lot because I know. It means a lot.
So this is do we think things will be like normal now? Can we just eat Cheez-Its and drink Arnold Palmies and watch these weird movies that Chloe likes, but I also like? It's not too weird. And then Darla will not be in too much trouble, and then we could just be normal again, but friends, right?
That's all I've ever wanted. That's what I wanted from the beginning.
I mean, it is a show. I know the plots are pretty big, but actually it's a show. So it's episodes that we're watching.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a movie. You're watching a show. You notice how a few played in a row and the credits happened? Because it's we're not watching 3 movies in a row. They're episodes of a show. Episodes
Germany
are
they do
shorter than
intermissions in the movies, so I can understand why Eli might have thought it was a movie, because in Germany they do intermissions in movies. So
I just want to watch it with y'all. I'm sorry.
Just sit down and watch with us. I'm glad you're here.
Can I toss an Arnold Palmer over to Darla?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say you've been able to have enough shorthand by now. I won't make you roll for it.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to just hit you in the face at the end.
She would catch it, and as she's cracking it open and taking a sip, when we're done with the show, then we can start solving the mystery of who we got the box from in the first place. And she just gulps it down, ignoring any responses.
My head just hangs so low.
John, can you just make up something about the box, please? Just where'd you get it? Santa, right? It was Santa.
Yeah, Santa. Yeah, we all still believe in Santa.
Boy, I love this show. It's so great.
Solved.
It hasn't
Santa's
started
not
yet.
real?
It takes long.
And as a new episode begins, we fade out on all of you sat in the basement of Chloe and Jane's house. The TV sending flickering images across all of your faces. John, Chloe, Jane, Eli, Jackie, Darla. As we fade out on Eden Falls, by the coastline, the ruined oil rigs off in the distance, Eden Forest on the other side, the country club, the tennis courts, and slowly moving upwards, birds flying in the sky, and magnetrine vehicles floating on the horizon. All is calm. For now. And for now, you are together. And for now, that is enough. And that is where we're going to end our first season of Eden Falls.